Rob, man. Oh, it's good to see you.
Hey, it's good to see you too.
Yeah, so we're back today, everybody. We're back with my friend Rob, the Retro Tech Dad, and I are going to be hanging out talking all about the Retroid Pocket Classic. We're going to be joined later today as well by Mikhailov from Team Retro, who also has the same colorway of Classic, and I want to get his thoughts. But I filmed a first look already earlier today, and so that's going to be released probably very late tonight. Producer Sony is working hard in the background to get that going. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. But I have a lot of thoughts, and we're not going to hem and haw like we did on the original RP Flip stream. We're just going to jump right into gameplay. So without further delay, let's just kind of hop into it.
Let's just get right into it. Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, so start. What do you say?
No, I was just going to say this is exciting because now we can finally get a good sense of what this thing can do and what it can handle.
Right, and I thought I'd start it out today with Sega Saturn. We've been getting a lot of requests for that, and it's not a system I normally play. So here's Burning Rangers playing on Beetle Core Saturn. And
such a great game.
I've never played it.
Good choice, though. That's a good one to show off.
So I'm at the intro here, and I'm not sure like what it is that I'm supposed to do, but it's kind of like a tutorial part. We're getting a little slowdown, a little bit of stutter, but apparently people say that's to be expected a lot of the time in this game, but it's a really good benchmark for Saturn.
I love that colorway too. That Pokemon colorway is great.
Right? I found that I don't think I have a case for the Classic. I don't think I ordered one, but I do have this Waterfield design case, which it fits in really nicely. So I recommend this one. Just very, very rugged and durable. They're about $50. This is meant for a Analogue Pocket, which if you wanted to see a quick like comparison, smaller than a Pocket.
Okay, that's a good one. I saw it compared against the DMG, which the DMG was just only a little bit bigger than it, which was kind of interesting, I thought.
The original DMG?
No, the AYANEO DMG, I'm sorry.
Oh, the AYANEO, yeah. I don't have that one right now, but I have like the original Game Boy Color, which is
that's a good comparison. Yeah, that's a good one since everyone knows what a Game Boy Color looks like. Yep.
FPGBC. Mod Retro Chromatic. This is a heavy boy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Here's like an iPhone 15 Pro Max with the Game Baby attached.
Love the Game Baby.
The Game Baby. So you can get an idea if you have a smartphone. Likewise, Samsung S25 Ultra.
You said you were using the Beetle Core, right, for Saturn?
Beetle Core for Saturn.
Yep. Okay, yeah. Michael Benny wanted to know.
Yep. And we'll play a little bit more in a second. But as long as we're on size comparisons, it's actually very close in size to the original Retroid Pocket One. Thank you to Thrillkill, who actually sent this out to use for this stream and video.
We have a special message here.
Oh no! What do we got?
I'm at my in-laws' house. Don't tell anyone. I'm on the YouTube. Just want to tell you all good luck. We're all counting on you.
Thank you.
I'm real proud of you. Real proud of you, Pedro. You've been grinding your face off, and everyone appreciates it, except Ban. He's just jealous.
Thanks,
no appreciation from Ban.
Thanks, Dad.
No.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad. Yeah.
I appreciate you. Yeah, man, I'm very tired. We did the 557 stream yesterday, and then the first look for that, and then today the Classic showed up. So it's like, all right, filmed the first look already. That video took me a little while, and that'll be exciting to watch. I ran into some funky issues, but I have since solved most of them. So we'll talk about that too, but we'll kind of get into all that.
Yeah, that stream was very helpful to me yesterday when I was doing my editing. I really wanted to come on with you guys. It was, yeah, I was bummed. I was trying to stay in chat though.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah, I saw you in chat. We were having a good time though still. So it ended up being a really good stream. I was really appreciative. Okay, so I don't even know where to get started, man. Like, what do you think would be good to go from here? Starting out with Saturn.
You know, I almost want to say let chat decide, but do you want to go for like a kind of a natural flow here? I mean, do you want to just talk about how the device feels, how the buttons are, ergo, all that stuff? You know, I think that like kind of be a good way to start off, and then maybe jump into some benchmarks and stuff like that, since we don't know what this chipset can actually do, like even on numbers wise.
Yeah, right. Okay, so let's take a quick look at that. Let's do.
Dan wants to know if he can play Burnout. I'll just start it. This way we can come back to these things later on.
Sure. I was
3DS. So I'll keep these all starred for everyone in chat. Just throw in requests and I'll star them, and we can just kind of go through stuff.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Where is my? Trying to get website up here. I'll just read the specs real quick. Okay, so if you want to know what's in here, if you haven't seen this before, this is the latest Snapdragon G1 Gen 2, more of a budget chip from Snapdragon, which inside it has an 8-core Kryo CPU, 2 performance cores with 6 efficiency cores. GPU is an Adreno A12 in there. RAM is going to come in at 6 gigabytes on this model. There are 4 gigabyte models that are available. I think they're sold out now, though. But it does have LPDDR4x RAM at 2133 megahertz clocked there. Storage comes with a 64 gigabyte or 120 gigabyte option. This is 128 gigabyte in here of eMMC 5.1 plus a micro SD card slot. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Somewhere up top there. Android 14 is the OS. 3.92 inch AMOLED display, and this time this is the RP Mini screen, but this time it's the full screen, the full screen, which is a 1240 by 1080 pixel density there. So, Rob, what is the what is the aspect ratio? I can't talk.
Oh, what is the aspect ratio? So is it
1240 by 1080? It's not.
12, it's not a full
3.
1-to-1. What was it? A 10:9 or something like that?
10. Yeah, was it 10:9? Because they forced it to be a 4:3.
Band's got it on screen. 31:27. So that's like the exact ratio right there.
31:27. So that caused all the kerfuffles and all the issues of the RP Mini drama, is that they forced it to be a 4:3 when it really just wanted to be this. So like now we have the full display of the RP Mini here in a vertical form factor, which is cool. Clocked at 60 hertz here. Heat dissipation. This does actually have active cooling on it, and it's not getting too warm in my testing today. And I've played up through Switch on here, and I've also done a initial Geekbench and 3D Mark test, but I want to do it again on stream because my results were a little underwhelming, and I want to confirm that with you.
Okay.
Active cooling, though, the fan is fairly quiet, if you wanted to know. Much quieter than the RP Flip 2, quieter than the RP 5. Even on its sport mode, it's still pretty dang quiet, and I don't know how much you'll be needing to use this fan anyways.
Okay.
Batteries a 5,000 milliamp hour, which is nice to see. 27-watt fast charging on there, Wi-Fi 5, Bluetooth 5.1. It does have OTA update support, so that's good to know. As far as Rob, as far as you were talking about ergonomics, yeah. So this feels very, very comfortable so far. It kind of reminds me of almost like the 40XXV from Anbernic minus the stick. It's kind of a similar feeling form factor, but this has rounded
very
corners.
close in size too.
Yeah, right. But it's not digging into my palms, so it's all rounded. And
I like that it's rounded. That's nice. Yeah.
And on the back we have these sloped ergonomic R1, R2, L2, L1 intake exhaust there for the fan. We have this like minimal Retroid branding there with this.
I like the kind of the fake battery cover. Yeah.
The fake battery cover, which it doesn't really take after the original Game Boy there, but it's the idea, like the DMG idea.
Yeah, the DMG. Yeah, it's like the DMG one.
Right?
Yeah, the OG. Yep.
Now, people might wonder, like, is this pocketable? And absolutely, it very easily pocketable. No joysticks. Slip it in. Let me begin. No joysticks, doesn't get caught.
I really need to get a pair of those shorts. Those are some nice shorts you got there.
And also, if you're wondering, like, is this too big? How's it compared to a Mini? Well, here it is next to the TrimUI Brick, which this is teeny tiny R33S, another vertical option.
Hey Andrew, welcome.
Hey Andrew, welcome, man. The My Mini R33S, or as Rob calls it, the Chode handheld with its Cyclops joystick. And Cow Kitty V10, look at that. It's like it's like don't talk to me or my son ever again. That's the vibe I'm getting right there. The little, it's about the same width.
Especially if you had the transparent purple one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, speaking of colorways, this has adorable
A
colorway
lot
options.
of colorways. Yeah, a lot of colors.
Kiwi, berry, retro. The one I bought was the retro, and I was supposed to get a 6-button version, the classic 6, for this review testing period, but they ended up being kind of short on units, and they just sent the Pokemon, which is the other one I requested. But this is the main one I wanted to test out, so I'm really happy that they did send this. Just showed up today.
I purchased the 6-button one, which actually I got a shipping notice for, so it's on the way. And then
Good.
I actually specifically requested a 4-button one for review because I, just so I could compare the two. But
yeah,
everyone knows that I'm super excited for the 6-button one just because of Saturn emulation, and I think that's like the big thing for everybody here too.
Right? Yeah, I know, man. We'll take a look at some more Saturn.
Oh
Here's
yeah,
the Battle
XP. I know.
G350. What haven't I done? What haven't I done? I think that's most of the verticals I wanted to share today. Compared to, if you're wondering,
did you have a Miyoo? Did you do the Miyoo Mini Plus? Do you
did
you have that? Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, we just did that.
Yeah, I know someone asked about that. Yep, there you go.
There you go. It's my Miyoo Mini Plus. Here it is next to a RP5.
Okay.
Love these fun colors from Retroid. That's really good. So there's a lot of colors from this, and as you know, like Retroid said, hey, make sure to switch your order immediately if you want to beat the tariff situation and beat the Hong Kong postal service stuff that's going on. So just, if you got berry or kiwi, I think you have to switch to like retro or the Pokemon, which this is ridiculous. Like, look at this colorway. It's exactly like the old Pokemon color, which is nice and fun.
Yeah, I think there was a third color, I believe, that you had to switch away from, right? Was it kiwi, teal, and
it was teal and berry,
and berry? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember it being 3 different colors. So yeah, just if you ordered one of those and you're in the US, just just be mindful of that. And it's definitely going to be interesting to see how all this stuff plays out in the next 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, right. Okay, so let's do this.
So yeah, we had Burning Rangers just to kind of start the show with, which was, I think, a really cool demonstration, and it looks like it's running really well with the Beetle core.
Yeah, and you want to do some more Saturn while we're here?
Yeah, I think a lot of people want to see Saturn.
A lot of people want to see Saturn. Okay, because
especially
Saturn,
for those that order the 6-button version. I mean, like, just full on. We want a device that can do Saturn.
I mean, one of my favorites is Alien Trilogy, and Astal is kind of a funny game. Bug. Duke Nukem 3D. Ooh, Gex. Yes, let's do some Gex. Let me know if you have a favorite in chat. We will be taking requests today for games. We'll fit in as many as we can. I do not want this stream to end up 4 hours like the RP Flip 2 stream, but we'll try to keep it shorter.
That 557 stream was insane.
The 557, we ended up being like almost 3 hours.
I know, I saw that. That's crazy.
So like we were kind of speed running. Like, let's see if we can not have it be that. While this is kind of loading up, I'll just tell you about the buttons. Stay tuned for my first look video. I go over all this, so I don't want to repeat myself too much here. But these actually are very short travel buttons, and they're very quiet. They're not thocky or crazy sounding.
How are the shoulder buttons as well?
Shoulder buttons are actually clicky. They're quite clicky, but they do make sound, and a little louder than I'd prefer. I'll try to turn on my mic here for the buttons, and if I keep talking while I do it, I think it'll come through the audio so you can hear it. So here is the clicky clacky shoulders. Can you hear that? Kind of? No. All right. No. Well, quiet D-pad is the same D-pad that's in the RP5, just a quiet clicky. Nice pivot. Feels good. It feels like a Vita D-pad.
Looks buttons, like the classic Retroid D-pad, basically.
But the face buttons are brand new from Retroid. This is a new type of face button that I've never had from them. This is mushy rubber membrane with very short travel. It almost feels similar to the AYANEO Pocket DMG face buttons, but more of a matte finish. And they're quiet. Very, very, very quiet. We have clicky start and select here. And then this is actually a home button if you hold it down for a few seconds. or it'll be a function button in RetroArch. So, if we want to pull up the menu,
Cool.
that plus that, boom, we're in the menu. If you want to switch back to the home screen, just hold it down. There you go. And you're back in the game. Overall, just a very kind of slick device. It is, of course, brand new as far as the chipset goes. So it'll be interesting to see where it caps out. I was starting to get the slowdown when I hit Nintendo Switch. I was doing Hades earlier and definitely slowed down there. And Cuphead, it couldn't quite handle full speed. Even though the processor right now is, by the way, it is in high performance mode.
Interesting.
So that is in the highest performance. I actually crashed the Pocket when I tried to do the Geekbench GPU test. So it did not like it. It got about halfway through and then just froze the system. So there's some early compatibility worries I have.
I was a little bit worried about that, yeah, because this is a chipset that is pretty much, this is the first time we're seeing it ever. I mean, any device.
Yeah, right. Okay, and also, hello, Andrew. Hello, sir.
I think he's work. Oh, there you go. There you go.
There we
can
go.
hear you now.
Now
We
I
can hear you now. Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my PC.
Andrew, where's your shipping like? Where's your shipping for your Classic?
Oh man.
It's my Flip 2 is further along. I think my Flip 2 left China today, and then my Classic is processing, I think. I looked earlier, but I haven't looked since this morning.
Okay, cool. Well, I hope everyone gets their orders okay. I was expecting I might have gotten my order today for my Retro Classic, but it's still stuck on the way. So my retail Flip as well. I don't know where they are. I think they're stuck in Hong Kong, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I actually got my review unit Flip 2, but my
Oh, you did?
the
Nice.
one that I purchased is still on the way.
What color?
Like,
What color do you get?
I got GameCube for the review unit, but I purchased Ice Blue myself. So
Nice.
So I'm actually glad about that, because the second choice probably would have been GameCube for me, honestly. So plus I can see the plastics and all the good stuff, right?
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still like my GameCube colorway for the RP Flip 2, but I bought the SNES US one, so that's one I'm really excited for. But we'll talk more about the Flip 2. Unfortunately, my review schedule for this, I've been working on the review and filming for it, but I mean, the 557 showed up yesterday, and now the Classic, so my whole kind of week is thrown off here. But there will be more content from us. Zoo on our team is going to be covering the 557, a deeper look video, and expect more Retroid content from me while the rest of the team waits to get their units. So I will keep on keeping on with coverage. And if you want to look at the menu here, yep, you have your usual thing. Now here's something you'll see in my first look video later that I'm very glad that I was able to figure out. It was driving me absolutely insane. By default, this does not come with Force Landscape turned on, and this is a rotated panel. So by default, all the emulators, the games were turning to the side, and that was driving me insane. I could not get into the menu because it was frozen during the Geekbench stuff, and I thought it was just missing, and so I went on kind of a rant in the video. I'll probably have to cut at this point because afterwards I'm like, oh, I'm so dumb. It's like right there. It's like on the third screen. Force Landscape. You got to go to Force Landscape.
It's an honest mistake that happens.
Well, they're going to need to push an OTA update because people are going to return it if they go in and see like all the games are turned sideways by default. So OTA update, this is a pre-production unit. Well, I believe it's final hardware. The software is still early. So
it must be because the panel itself is oriented the other way. Is by default.
It is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's like why. This by default. Yeah, and so you have to Force Landscape, turn auto rotate off, and then you'll be looking good. But it was driving me up a wall, man. I was yelling at the thing. I was like, why does nothing work? It's like, why?
The good thing is at least that's a simple software fix. Yeah,
it's a simple fix, and they can fix it with an OTA update, easily patched. But yeah, that's like the one thing that got me today. The other thing is compatibility with Android games is limited. Hot Lap League, unfortunately, is one that just won't work. And, as well as, I don't know, Dead Cells worked fine. Horizon Chase worked fine. Warzone, we're not even going to try because, we don't have
I know someone asked about Shredder's Revenge, which is actually now available directly from the Play Store. You don't even need Netflix anymore. Yeah, I know someone was asking about that. Yeah. Let's see if there was, I was trying to yeah, we got a couple requests about Shredder's Revenge.
Okay. Yeah, we can
So-
take a look.
I'm so
I think I-
excited it's out of the Netflix stronghold.
Yes, they really like seriously. I appreciate what Netflix is doing for the Android space, but I'm like, I don't
Absolutely.
want games behind a subscription service. You know what I mean? I will just buy them. I have no problem doing that.
The only exception to that,
What
and
is
it's kind
going
of
on?
stupid, but the only exception to the subscription rule is Play Pass, because Play Pass has so many good games.
It does, yeah. It's
But, like,
it's well
I don't-
worth the
I don't
what is
want
it, $5,
to-
right?
Yeah, like $5 a month or something like that. It's like super. It's almost as good as like having Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass.
Let's see. How's the volumes, by the way, everybody out there?
It's
How's
good.
our-
I adjusted Andrew's just a little bit.
Okay, cool.
Is that too loud?
Yeah, it's okay though. You didn't
You
know.
got you turned down.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. What other Saturn game do we want to see, by the way? So Gex seems to work fine, although the controls, I think it's expecting more buttons, so that I was not able to get into one of the levels. Battle Arena Toshinden is a personal favorite. And pretty much all the Battle Arena Toshinden games. Let's try. Let's try this one. Panzer Dragoon, Kenny, yes. Kenny is, by the
Yes.
way, is one of our beloved r/Retroid mods who helps us mod the our subreddit. So thank you to Kenny for keeping the lights on over there and all of our other Reddit mods.
I know I've seen clips of it, but I would love to see Sega Rally at some point. That's one
Sure.
of my absolute favorite Saturn games. Daytona would be really cool to see. Virtua Fighter 2 would be an interesting one. There's a lot. I feel like the Saturn has just got a lot of good stuff. And shmups. Oh man, so many good shmups on Saturn.
Yeah, right. Saturn is not something I grew up with. I was a PlayStation guy, but
I don't think a lot of us
Saturn.
did, but yeah, that exactly. Like I learned to I learned all about it and just kind of appreciate what it was and what it had.
And thank you guys for queuing up the questions for me too. Well, let's start banging through them. People are asking, is a 4-inch screen? No, it's a 3.92. Is this better than the 406V? As far as I believe the performance, yes, it beats the H700 of the 40XXV.
Do you have your brick on you? I know someone was asking for a comparison just one more time. They might have missed it.
No problem. Yeah, let me know. We got bricks. We got bricks.
That's bigger than I thought it was.
And there is no TV out on this, Matt Davis. No TV
Okay.
out.
Okay. Yeah, I had that starred, so that's good. I can take that out. And we're doing some Saturn emulation right now, so we'll
Yep.
kind of.
And actually, I'm going to turn up the brightness. Speaking of brightness, there's no PWM flicker on here, which is really nice. It gets very dim, and I actually took it outside earlier today and
Wow.
filmed. I filmed a little bit outside, and it's very
That's pretty
bright.
bright. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it in the sun. It's not super easy. On like an overcast day, it's going to be fine, but it does get very bright. Very, very bright. Let's see. I'm going to stand up here so I can get some closer up shots here for you.
Yeah, this gameplay looks good. It's very smooth.
Screen looks really crisp too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
you know what would really make the screen pop? Nights into Dreams would be a really cool game to look at on there. Another Saturn game.
Let's do it.
Just
Is
all,
this
the
the
all the
same-
colors and everything. Yeah. Sorry.
Is
Andrew.
this the same screen as the DMG?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually pretty close in size to the AYANEO DMG, which is kind of interesting.
You know what, man? I don't have that many Saturn games on here, so we're gonna have to get a little creative here.
Ooh, Astal's a good one too. That's a very colorful game.
You want to do Astal? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how difficult it is to roll, like in terms of Saturn. I don't remember, but it's a visually nice looking game. Really, really good 2D art.
Yeah, it's the same screen as the RP Mini, and people want to know about sound. The speaker, I believe I believe it's two stereo speakers. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's stereo.
Oh,
Although
interesting.
it looks like a mono speaker, but it's very loud and full. You'll hear in my first look video later tonight. Um, it's very loud. You can feel the bass. The bass rumbles throughout here, and by the way, the rumble in here is very like nuanced feeling, and it feels very high quality as far as the vibration and rumble motor goes. But the speaker quality, yeah, I would say it's like a solid 6.5, 7 out of 10. It's a small resonating area here, so it's not going to be crazy good, but a good definition in the high end, pretty good in the mids, and really good, honestly, for the size in the bass. Now, the Retroid or the AYANEO Pocket DMG, I like those speakers better for this form factor because they're coming out the left and on the right, which is really surround sound, full sound. This is coming at you like that, and you aren't going to cover the speaker with your hand, even if you have big meaty paws like mine. This is you might cover it a little bit, but it's going to sound good.
Yeah, look at those colors.
Yeah, right.
I can't get over how funky looking this one is. I really I like it in a weird way. I like it a lot. It's just fun.
Yeah, when Stubbs sent the picture earlier after he got it,
Yeah.
like when I was because I was on the fence about whether I wanted to keep because this is the one that I pre-ordered. So I was on the fence about it, but after he sent the pictures earlier and like seeing it now, I'm happy with it.
It's awesome, yeah. And it's very crisp, and it's a fun color. It's not something you see every day. So if you don't have the 6 button, you actually have to use the shoulder buttons to get these buttons. These ones are, took me a minute to recognize that for Saturn. That's probably why Gex was being problematic. I didn't think about the shoulders. Got to think about the shoulders. But we're running full frame here in Beetle Saturn. And look at those colors. Look at this OLED screen. Like, look at that, Rob. No shaders
I
right now.
know. This is a great game to show off that display. The art is so good in this game.
There was, for people who are sensitive to input lag, while most systems have been fine, weirdly enough, Messin NES, I was getting input lag horribly for the first like 10 seconds of loading the game, and then it kind of stabilized out. I don't know what that was about, just a hiccup. I've never actually seen that before on an Android handheld. So I think there are some weird compatibility things that need to be worked out with the chipset. I've had little weird glitches like that during my first look filming experience. I almost don't want to switch to another game. Yeah, you're right. That's a beautiful test.
It's a great way to show off that screen. Yeah, just if you have nights, let's do some nights. That would be a nice one too.
Sure.
Probably one of the most iconic games from the Saturn, or at least well-known games, I should say.
Here's the games I got.
Yeah, we saw Burning Ranges, which was a good one. Daytona is always fun. Fighters Mega makes like one of those fighting games would be kind of cool to check out at some point. Guardian Heroes would be a good one.
Is that a
that
RPG?
one's a pretty light game, to be fair, but
okay. Yeah, I don't know a ton about the Saturn library, so I'm learning from you. Crusader, I like Crusader on PS1. You guys pick. That's what I got. I don't have a ton on here.
Let's do some Daytona. Daytona is fun.
Okay.
It's fast, it's fun to look at visually.
I'll have to be more prepared next time for Saturn.
Yeah, we got to get you some shmups. We got to get you
You're right.
shmups. I saw someone mention in chat Radiant Silvergun. I'm like, yep, that's exactly what I'm thinking of.
Someone asked for Die Hard Arcade. I love Die Hard.
Die Hard Arcade is awesome. Yeah, that's a great game. The funny thing is, I'm trying to think, did I play it on PlayStation or did I actually originally play it on Saturn? I don't remember. I warn you, Stubbs, if you have the volume on, you're not going to be able to get the music out of your head.
We'll see. I'm trying to figure out what the button is here. Is it start? There we go. Start your engines. Let's turn the volume up. So I can hear. You might be able to hear some of this.
It'll probably like come in and out when when you talk.
Oh no. No. What's the button, Rob? That's not it. That's not it. Hold on.
See, this is where the
it's
six
R1.
see, this is where the 6-button version will definitely come into play.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Ah! Calm down.
Is this an indication of your driving skills in real life?
Maybe.
You're not supposed to crash into the wall or drive on the grass. Oh, I love this game. This game is a ton of fun, especially in the arcades. It's so good. Same wall every time.
No.
You can't do a donut in the grass when you're 39th out of 40.
This is not Talladega Nights.
Come on,
you're not supposed to write your name in the grass, man.
I had to pit stop, okay?
That's a weird way to get into the pit stop.
Oh. Oh man.
that's a nice way of saying you placed last.
So this should be able to handle shaders. Can we put on any shaders while Saturn Beetlecore is going?
I am no shaders expert, so unfortunately I can't help you with that one.
I
don't even know what the cool kids use these days for shaders.
I never use them. But I mean that is a thing that people are concerned about, especially with the RP Mini fresh in everyone's mind. So
yeah, I get that for sure.
So what is, I don't know. We need Russ on here. He taught me how to do this last time. As far as like a CRT shader, what's one that people like to use? Andrew, do you use shaders at all?
Nope. I didn't realize that it wasn't until the RP Mini stuff happened that I realized that there are quite a few people that actually do use shaders.
Here is fake CRT. We're going to do this one. Geom.
God, the screen just looks so good.
There's that classic look.
Nice, just like in the arcades.
Yeah.
I love
this
the
is
music.
a catchy song, Rob.
Yes, I love. Yes,
okay.
I'm just warning you. You're gonna be singing it later.
Okay, all right. So is that audio coming through the stream? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Only when you're talking.
Daytona. Yeah.
1, 2,
Good stuff.
3, 4, sound test.
It's proper hype music.
Okay. Any other Saturn titles that we want? I'll do one more. How about that?
What do you got? Well, yeah, let's check out what you got on there.
You said Fighters Mega Mix was one?
Yeah, that might be
Guardian
a good one
Heroes?
to just. I would just do Fighters Mega Mix and Guardian Heroes if you can.
Okay.
Fighters Mega is just get into a match real quick, a fight, and just I think it's Fighters Mega Mix that lets you play as the Daytona car.
Oh, really? Well,
and I think there's I'm trying to think. It has the craziest characters in this game. You just spam the buttons, and somehow you're beating your friend with a racing car in a fighting game. It's the craziest game ever.
Really? Okay.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. It's so goofy. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's holding up there. How does it zoom? We have 55 frames.
This one's getting a little bit of stutter, by the way.
Okay.
But it's
Okay.
actually
Yeah,
a good
I was gonna say
Saturn
because
test.
it's showing 55. Yeah.
Now we do have that CRT shader on, so let's maybe turn that off.
Is it still on? It doesn't look like it's on.
Maybe you're right. Yeah. Let me double check. It says it's on, but maybe it's not loaded. Let's just turn it off just to be safe. Let's see if we get any improvement there. No, I'm still getting a little bit of slowdown.
Yeah.
I can hear it.
Okay, so that we actually found one that potentially could be.
Okay, let's
pushing this
remember
hard.
that for next time. The Fighters Mega Mix. That's Saturn's. That's a tough Saturn one.
I'm trying to remember how it ran on Yaba. Yeah, because I was also thinking like Virtua Fighter 2 is another one that I remember being a fairly good test. Oh yeah, do you have performance mode on? Is it on the high performance right now?
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah,
Okay.
so it's on.
Okay. Yeah, Michael Benny was asking, but I remember you having it on.
Smart fan, high performance. Okay. Next thing. One more Saturn. Let's do Guardian Heroes. And
Yeah, do Guardian Heroes. It's one that a lot of people have seen.
I'll add more ROMs on here for next time for Saturn.
It looks like your ROM list like just cut off at a certain letter.
Yeah, I ran out of space on the card, and I never test Saturn hardly ever.
Because I was going to
so
say you have a good selection there. I mean,
until the letter H. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this will be our last Saturn game. That we'll move on.
It's tough to please everybody on these live streams now. Everyone wants to see a little bit something that's important to them. So just be patient, hang in there. We'll get to your system. Hopefully get to everyone's system that they prefer.
Man, people were getting into your benchmarking yesterday. That was really funny.
We can do that again today.
Well, I think we should. I'm curious. I want to know what the numbers are like for this thing.
Yeah.
I want to kind of get a sense of where it stands, among the other Snapdragons.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Like this to actually see you doing all that, because that's not something that
I don't do that.
People actually see.
It's time consuming, is what it
benchmarking is so time consuming. Like,
yeah,
it's to record the numbers and just making sure that things went through correctly. Is just it's very time consuming.
Make sure you're on the right profile, and then you got to do everything again on a different profile.
Yep. And then if you're doing like the stress test, that's 20 minutes right there.
Yeah. And then it's I've done it before where I've been trying to do the stress test, and I forgot to change the profile. So I'm like halfway through the stress test. I'm like, I just wasted 10-15 minutes.
I did one time. I went doing the stress test, and I think I accidentally swiped down on the screen, and it stopped the benchmark. I was like, no.
Oh man.
I'm like, no. Yeah, that looks good. This is another game that I think the 2D art just will look so good on this screen.
It does look very, very nice.
Yeah, that looks awesome. Guardian Heroes is a really good game. A lot of fun.
This is a fun game, man. Good choice. I like that.
Yeah, these guys, let me tell you, the studio that was responsible for this game, they cooked today. We
got to interview those developers.
We might need a translator for them.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
This is basically, for those of you who don't want to shell out the money for a Pocket DMG, and it's Snapdragon G3X, like if you want that OLED screen experience without the joystick, if you're okay without it, so far, this for the price, $130 USD. Now that's pre-tariff price, but for the retail price, it's really, really cooking, man. It's nice. The performance is surprising for the price point. I would say that it's not going to beat the RP5. It's not going to beat, the 557 or anything like that. But so far, I've been surprised by the performance. And it's not getting hot, too. Like, it's just not getting hot. The fan's not on. It's just... And the battery life, too. By the way, I started out filming today at 90%, and I finished almost 2 hours of filming. Plus, we're almost an hour into this live stream, plus the testing and setup I did before the live stream. And we're still at 74% battery life. I have not touched a charger yet.
Wow.
So
that's very efficient.
And I'm not going to. I'm gonna expect it to last past this live stream and well into the review period. Okay. We're gonna move on from Saturn. What would people like to see next?
Well, let's see. I know we had someone ask about 3DS. I don't know if you have anything loaded up for 3DS yet.
I do.
Someone actually asked about a Silent Hill, PlayStation 1.
Yeah, I might have Silent Hill. It's not one I've ever...
Some Switch requests, surprisingly. I think people want to see how far we can push this thing.
Yeah, let's just move straight into Switch. Why don't we go straight to the high end, and then we'll do some Game Boy Color.
Kind of go backwards from there, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a little all over the place, but we'll try to at least stay on one system for a while, and then we'll move on to the next instead of hopping around between.
Yeah.
That'll make the timestamps way more orderly.
At least this way people can just get to what they want to see. If they're specifically looking for something, it'll be much easier.
Let's actually not do Citron. Let's do Sudachi for Switch today. Let's do some Cuphead.
Love Cuphead. I've never been able to beat it, but it's such a good game.
Yeah, it's tough. This is one that you'll see a little bit more of in the first look video. It's not one that I can get to go full speed, but it's definitely enjoyable and totally playable.
Have you done like any adjustments to the resolution and stuff like that?
I've not done a single dang thing. We're seeing stock experience across the board here, so we can definitely mess with it.
Yeah, like you won't. You'll have to quit the game to do it. It's so stupid.
So, you're talking about going under 1x?
Yeah, just do like 0.75x and see if it gives it a boost or not.
That's a good idea.
So it's interesting. Like Switch emulation is really interesting. Like on some devices, even when you drop that resolution, it actually has no impact because again, it depends on whether you're GPU constrained or CPU constrained. So it'll be interesting to see if it does have an effect on this device.
CN, if you're wondering how to get Sudachi and RP Mini, we actually have a setup guide for the RP Mini on our website, retrohandhelds.gg. Lots of guides on there for how to get all of these things going, how to get your games on, how to do all the things for these Android handhelds and others. Retrohandhelds.gg, absolutely recommend. And it's going to be the same setup process, by the way, for this handheld.
This actually is running well. This is pretty good.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not bad. That's kind of cool. I mean, again, this is like one of those fun things that you can do as like a bonus on a device like this. I mean, think about it. It's a $130 device. I mean,
it's it's getting full speed here and there, but it just
dips. I could see that. Yep, I just saw the dip now. Yep. Yeah, once more stuff happens on screen.
Well,
it's okay. I've seen that screen a lot in this game. Cuphead is hard.
Okay, so let's
if you close the game out, then if you
want to
hold down on it, so go back to the game selection, and then just hold down on the icon. And you'll do there you go. Now you can do a setting specific to the gaming. So if you go into general and then just see let's see what 0.75 does.
Let's see if 0.75 does it. I remember doing this back on the RP2 Plus days for GameCube emulation. I remember we were like, oh, can we get Wind Waker to work, and we'd do like 0.5x and 0.3x, and it just was a blurry mess. We're like, yeah, we got it full speed.
It's another one of those weird things where like certain games it looks fine with, and then other games it's like, wow, it looks like someone smeared Vaseline all over my screen. It depends on what it is,
Mr. is saying Citron has better performance than Sudachi. So I have Citron on here.
Yeah, he does have Citron on there. Yeah, I kind of jump between Sudachi and Citron since They're
Hey.
the ones that are being updated consistently.
And hey, Super Googly, thank you for your super chat. You ordered the Pokemon in Saturn. How are you finding it compared to the
Nice.
Mini in 35XX Plus? Okay, so with the 35XX Plus, you know, definitely it's comfortable, it's ergonomic, but it is wider, so take that into account. Performance, of course, is no match, but with the RP Mini, I haven't had one for a while, but from what I remember, it had an even smaller screen because they limited it, and it was just, for me, it was a cramped handheld. It had loud, clacky face buttons that I didn't love. I wasn't a huge RP Mini fan in the end. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I see. I like the RP Mini. I like the RP2S. I like
the
compact
RP2S.
devices that have power. To me, there's something appealing about it.
Okay, so let's see if we get full speed here.
Okay, yep. So we'll get to the spots where it was dipping. Because initially it looks like it's holding its full speed. And the funny thing is at 0.75x, it probably still looks pretty decent on that size screen.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, it is. So this was the section where it dropped significantly, and it's actually holding now at 60.
Yep.
So yeah,
okay,
basically,
0.75.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah,
yeah, that's good. Okay,
that's exciting. Yeah, like one of the things I loved about the 2S was just price to performance. I mean, it was just so cool to see that. You know,
it's again, this is a nice bonus system.
Oh yeah,
it's not.
I always tell everybody, like, Switch just in general is a bonus system because development right now is kind of crazy for it. So
we need some LeBron salsa for this device. Yes, the LeBron salsa dance. Good to see you, man. Thanks for your super chat. Really appreciate that. Michael Benny, been a member for 15 months. Maybe it's a skill issue. It usually is with me. Let's still get through some questions. Burnout ban, absolutely. Let's do some Burnout in a little bit. Go 3DS. Yep, we'll get to it. That sounds good.
We did
Saturn. We did that.
Yep.
How loud does the fan get? So I talked about this earlier, but just to go over it again, the fan is actually very quiet. It's quieter than the RP Flip 2 and the RP5. It's audible, and it's going to be really hard to hear on this live stream. So stay tuned for my first look video where I do a sound test on the fan. But it's very quiet, and you don't really need to use the fan on it either. So it's still, we're pushing it, and it's not getting warm at all. The screen gets a little warm because it's just, that's how OLED screens are, but the back of the device is good. Mega Man 11, one of my favorite games on any platform. Silent Hill 1, I don't have the ROM for that, it looks like, but maybe I have it for PS2. So Bait and Kados.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's right.
I was clicking too.
Well, yeah, no, bring that one back in a second. But GameCube, Bait and Kados, I think I have that one. Netflix, yeah.
I think GameCube would be just interesting to see in general. Just
And let's do Wave Race or something on N64, something that we can
with the D-pad, just a D-pad game.
Yeah, you can tell the D-pad to act as the analog stick. So there's going to be workarounds for some things like this. Plus, I was talking about in the first look how we can make use of these controls plus touch joystick controls. If you really have a game that you just need the joystick every once in a while, you could do that as a workaround. Not ideal, but it's a way around it. I really think this will look beautiful for 3DS and DS games. However, you're not going to be doing, don't even try to do the two screens at the same time. Just flip between them with the hotkey.
I couldn't imagine doing the two screens at once.
Oh, the text is so small too. That's another thing that drives me crazy on the screen. No, I don't want to. I know how to play the game. Thank you. What was the other question that you had up, Rob?
It wasn't a question. It was just a comment. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Missed it.
I think it was something about Chris. He was showing it in Discord, the Switch stuff, and people were just blown away by it.
Cool. What
you know, I mean, like people were just going to be happy with like. I don't know what he was using, but he was showing off Switch emulation, I guess, on the Discord. So
he probably, if he got it working well, I'd love to know what emulator. By the way, the rumble feels really good. This is a game, and Switch in general, the rumble just feels great. I love it. It's subtle. It's not overwhelming.
See, devices like this get me excited. I love being able to see what we can get out of something like
Yeah,
this.
right. And we're not able to hit full speed here. So let's do this. Let's do your HAP 0.75 resolution test.
Oh, I missed what kind of frames were we getting with this one?
About 40.
Okay.
40, 45. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know that we'll have custom GPU driver support at this time. Let's do 0.75.
Andrew, do you know what Adreno graphics it's using?
I just looked that up. Hold on 1 second. I can tell you.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious if
I think it's the A12.
it'd be worth testing it if the turnip drivers work and stuff like that.
Yeah, and actually either last night or like early this morning, new drivers dropped.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And Smoney, deep Stubbs, dubs, D-pad nubs. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do my nubs on here.
You need D-pad nubs.
I do.
Yeah, replacement D-pads. It's the A12, Adreno A12.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so
So
maybe
that's
Adreno.
so it's a whole completely different thing then. So yeah, driver support will be interesting to see on that.
Yeah, I mean the G1 Gen 2. I know we talked about it before, but like,
Yeah.
I don't remember a device that launched with the G1, even like phones.
No, there was never a G1 Gen 1, which is I think is hilarious.
There had to have been though, because Qualcomm doesn't just do that kind of stuff.
It must have been some
willy-nilly.
kind of like prototype or something. I mean, I don't think it was ever commercially released though. That's what's so funny about it.
Yeah,
And
maybe
they're
it
like,
was like an enterprise thing.
Maybe.
well, it's funny because they're like, oh, it has, it's this much more performant than Gen 1. And it's like, wait, what did Gen 1 do?
Yeah, right.
Typical Qualcomm.
And it's like Qualcomm dropping the X from the G3X.
Oh, their naming, man, is just all over the place.
So 0.75 on Mega Man 11 gets a little higher, but we're still not hitting full speed. It's 57.
It's very close. Yeah.
It's close, but you can feel it.
There's lots of like little tweaks you can do, but I mean, again, this is not necessarily the stream for that kind of thing.
Yeah. Let's see if there's any.
Do you have like any other kind of lighter indie games that I think for
Yeah,
a lot of people that would be a huge bonus to be able to do that? That'd be awesome.
Like something that actually plays at 1x, okay?
Yeah, because I mean, like Cuphead, I think Cuphead's a win right there. I mean, that's awesome. That's,
Honestly, yeah.
Why not?
0.75x on this screen looks just as good as 1x as far as my eyes can tell.
Yep.
So, I mean, you let me know. Hades is one that didn't work very well, and
What about Dead Cells?
Well, Dead Cells has got an Android version though. I would probably.
Oh yeah, that's true.
it might be a little
Yeah, that's
confusing
good
to
point.
feature it, I suppose. But Celeste?
Bastion would be Celeste for sure.
Let's do Celeste.
Celeste is like one of the go-to ones.
Here come. I'm sure Ben will be in the chat in a second.
He hears the call.
Yeah.
The bat signal has gone up. The band
The
signal.
band signal.
The band signal. Oh, there he
There
is.
it is.
Did
Someone
say
say
Celeste?
Celeste. Wow.
It summoned him.
Nice.
He was
Love
halfway
it.
across the country, and he.
Love it.
He's halfway through the furniture mart.
He was in there, and he just drove home.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I imagine Celeste, just based on what we've seen so far, I think Celeste will be a one that's safe to go with.
We're hitting full speed in Celeste,
Yeah,
and
I'm not surprised.
I love the light pitter patter of the rumble as it's kind of vibrating around here. It's just like this very subtle, satisfying haptic system going on here. I really like the rumble. I'm a fan of it, and the responsiveness of the buttons is perfect. Like the travel is so short on these buttons, and the ease of the play of the buttons is so easy to depress.
Band's gonna love this for Celeste. Those look like they have like a nice thunk to them too, like a good satisfying press.
Yeah, so
I could just tell by like the travel on them. Yeah, that looks good. That's like a really nice travel.
Yeah.
Man, I love that color. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, right.
It's great.
Yeah, but it looks so cool. Like it looks nice.
It does, yeah.
Like it looks like a toy, but I mean, it's like I guess it's like the Flip 2. Like it looks like a toy, but it also doesn't look like it's gonna break.
Yeah, it does not feel cheap. It might look cheap to many people, and it looks like a toy, absolutely, but it does not feel cheap. And now people had me doing crazy things like a drop test on the Flip 2, which that was stupid, and it was fine. It didn't break, and it's still not broken. And it has zero issues as far as damage goes. I'm surprised, but a little bit of like nicks though on the top finally started to happen as I've been just absolutely abusing this thing. But yeah, this one is held up despite how cheap looking it is.
I cannot wait for mine.
And yeah, this is nice. But if you want something pocketable, and you're okay not having the sticks, man, you can't do wrong with a nice OLED screen and just the simple buttons. Play the games that are D-pad focused. Don't worry about shooters. Don't worry about some of your like joystick-centered platformers. Just 3D games might be a challenge, but we probably will make it work. So yeah, Celeste is one that we're working just fine here.
Nice. I don't know if I'm crazy for saying this, but I'm actually more excited for the Classic than I am for the Flip 2. I don't know why.
Well, it's a new chipset. I mean, that's exciting for us as tinker nerds. And
yeah, I love budget devices too. I have a soft spot for budget devices.
Meat Boy?
Yeah, Meat Boy would be a good one.
Meat Boy is such a vibrant color.
I know Forever the sequel is on Android natively, which is nice.
Hollow Knight? I think we have. Did we see Hollow Knight in that menu list? We can do Hollow Knight.
I think you had it there. Yeah, I believe you did.
Okay, I'll come back to that one.
And this undercuts the 406V pretty hard too.
And everybody, if we missed your question and we haven't addressed it yet, please say it again. The three of us get into talking and we sometimes forget.
Yeah, I'm trying to star things as I see them. I might miss things, but
but it's okay just to don't spam the chat, but bring up your question one or two more times just to get our attention, and we'll try to get it started and do what we can. These live streams are great because they're helpful not only for us to like get awareness of our YouTube and stuff like that, but just helping the community out to show you what this device can do early on without any editing, without any produced anything, like this is the raw experience of the device.
And it's also a chance to interact with us, and we can try to answer questions live and things like that.
Yeah. Oops. Teeny tiny Meat Boy. There we go. Meat Boy is running. Is it a 30 FPS game? No, it's definitely stuttering. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. That should be 60.
So you can probably get this one dialed in either through Citron or another emulator, or doing the 0.75x trick, maybe 0.5x for some of these.
A lot of it will be game to game too, and just testing different emulators. I mean, again, it's just consider this a full-blown bonus. I mean, if it even can play 5 games from Switch, that's a miracle. I mean, like seriously.
That's an easy way to get our attention. If you leave a super chat, it is a big crazy dopamine show on our monitors over here. So it's like, oh, super chat, and we go
that's a lot of green on our side.
It's pay to win. It's pay to win in some ways. Okay, Super Google Lee, best vertical other than Pocket DMG. I would say so far yes, although I wasn't a huge fan of the Pocket DMG. I thought it was a little over-engineered, expensive.
Yeah, for that part I agree with. Yes. But it's so good. It's probably my favorite handheld from them.
I know people love it. It didn't spark joy in me. This is getting there. I had much like the 557, not a great experience while filming my first look video, just like the 557. And I really should do maybe the live streams first to get through the kinks of the device, and then work out the kinks, and then give a summarized set of thoughts. But time-wise, the most efficient use of time, I like doing it this way because I can film the first look, then our editor can start working on that, and we can, in the meantime, get this live stream going. So yeah, I might come off a little bit more harsh in the first look when you see it, but many of those issues I've mitigated now, and I talk about that. I threw on a little bit of extra dialogue at the end.
Oh, it's okay. Like, I mean, like my first initial reaction with that 557 was kind of a similar experience to what you're talking about. So it's same idea, you know. Sometimes you need like more than a day to
do
really
need a little
get a
time
feel, you know.
Yeah, but I would say absolutely for a high-end Android handheld with an OLED screen, you really can't go wrong here. This thing is freaking awesome. It's so cool. The rumble was what gets me, and the sound quality and the feeling of the sound mixed with the rumble in the screen. It makes just for a nice experience. We looks like we're getting full speed.
Yeah,
here,
I was gonna
though,
say
in
Hollow Knight
Knight.
is
Look at
running
that.
60, and that's native,
60
right?
FPS. Native, yep. We're running native 1x
That's
Hollow Knight.
pretty crazy.
Hollow Knight's a game I still need to beat, and it's fun.
I mean, like if I had the choice, I'd go for this Switch version to play on here instead of like that janky Android port that exists.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that Android port is so janky, by the way. I gave up.
Yeah, it's pretty janky.
I gave up on it. Oh, remind me, we got to do Shredder's Revenge too. Ow.
Yes, I know someone asked about that.
All right, I don't want to spend too long on any.
Yeah, I was gonna say we probably should move on from Switch. I think people want to see the screen being fully utilized. So like Game Boy Color, things like that. You know, would be kind of fun to see.
Do you want to see that Shredder's Revenge game first?
Yeah, let's just get that out of the way, so this way we've satisfied that request.
You might need to buy it if you didn't already, Stubbs.
Yeah.
It has a free trial, so you can at least install it and just like play the first level or whatever.
Oh, is it the
right.
the Netflix one?
No, cancel that one.
Oh.
There's another one. Yeah, this is typical Play Store crap. There's two versions of the same game. It's so confusing. Yeah. Like, can you guys make this any more confusing? You know.
Rotici, can you pair with the GameSir G8? Absolutely, because of the Bluetooth you can. Would I? The answer is yes. 1 second.
No.
Ask and you shall receive.
Where is that darn thing? Did I not? Did I put it away in the other room? Oh, no. In the meantime, we have iPega. This is the G8 Plus we have at home. Look at that.
That looks insane.
You'll see, because the screen is by default this orientation anyways, this would be perfect. Just forget about this. See? Perfect.
That's... No. Please don't.
Sorry.
I mean, it's cool if you want to have like, you know, multiplayer or whatever, you know, on a whim. Like, yeah, for sure, it's awesome. Yeah, Mad Lad. That's right.
Let's mix it with the omelet.
This is why you can't ask this question to Stubbs, because then he starts pulling out everything else he's got.
What is that abomination?
It's the omelet, man.
I didn't know the omelet was a thing other than eggs.
No, it's real, and he showed this on one of the podcast episodes. It's just the ugliest thing ever.
Don't make fun of my omelet. Back to the game.
If we're doing some Android stuff, I know we got a request for Zen Pinball on Android as well.
Sure, yeah. Zen Pinball.
That one came up a couple times, and Andrew put that in chat for us too, so you should check it out.
Enhance. Oh, I need my Retro Tech Dad sticker.
We actually got a super chat as well. What do y'all think of the atomic purple color?
It's fun, but it's not the exact nostalgic atomic purple color. You know, it's not like the one that we see here on the Funny Playing atomic purple. Like, I
think the shade of the purple's wrong, and then also if you look at the actual original Game Boy Color, it had a white motherboard, so it's actually, out of all of them, the one that looks the least like its inspiration. So for me, it's not it, you know.
It might look like the best device though, or the best color, not taking nostalgia into account.
Yeah, I like all the fun colors. And I mean, like, and I'm a big purple fan, but that
Yeah.
it's just not doing it for me.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your super chat, though. That is super appreciated. Times are tough right now with the tariffs and everything. You know, people really aren't buying too many devices, and it's definitely the retro YouTubers are not having the best time.
I do agree with Cooper that nobody ever gets atomic purple right. It's just, for whatever reason, it's a really hard color to match.
Yeah, this is running great. And this feels good too. I love it. I forgot I even needed a. You don't need a joystick for this. This is just one of those games that.
Yeah. I can think of a lot of games just on the Play Store that would be a great fit for this device.
How bad is the bit compression on this stream right now? By the way, everybody, I'm trying to dial in StreamYard a little better, but I think we're maxed out, and it's like a 4 megabit connection, which is annoying. But hopefully, it looks okay to you. We give StreamYard the most resolution we can. We give them a nice 1080 clean 1080p stream, and then they definitely bitrate, and then YouTube on top of that. So I'm sure it's a little crunchy looking. However, StreamYard is the easiest way to do what we're doing with the unique setup we have for our podcast and our live streams. It's so damn easy. So therefore, I'm technically a StreamYard shill. Let me shill in the chat. Let's see. Share referral link. $10. There you go. Chill away. All right. Shredder's Revenge feels good. I like that. What do we want to do next?
So while we're on Android, if you could check out Zen Pinball World on the Play Store. Someone was asking about that.
Pinball World.
Yeah.
So let's see if the microphone works. Zen Pinball World. No? Try this again. Zen Pinball World. It got the word Zen. Let's try that again. Zen Pinball World. Why are you only taking the first word? Okay. There you are. Thanks for suggesting this, and also thank you for it being a free game.
I like Daniel Cloud's comment. We live in the era of $90 Switch 2 games. This thing is a bargain in comparison.
It's the price of 1.5 Switch 2 games.
Did you see they raised the price of the Joy-Cons now to $95? $95.
Are you serious? Oh my god.
I told Russ that we could go halvesies on one. He gets the left one, I'll get the right one.
You get the right one. Everybody's being nickel and dimes now. I mean, that's just the way of the world.
Well, I think it's Nintendo's way of not making the price of the console go up.
Yep, exactly. That's exactly what I was
raising
thinking.
The accessories, yeah.
Yeah, they figured, okay, well, these are things that people are going to need to buy, so we'll make our money back on that and not worry about the console so much.
Joke's on you, Nintendo. I don't need any Joy-Cons. I immediately slap in some third-party solution. So
omelets.
Yeah, omelets. Yeah, that's right. I got my omelet ready. I'll just connect up my Miyoo Flip 2, and that'll be my Joy-Con.
Oh man, I don't want to talk about that thing.
Miyoo Flip V2. Did yours break finally?
Why are you trying to make Andrew upset?
Look at this one. It's about to break. This one's not happy. It hasn't broken yet. It's going to. I'm sure it will.
Physically, no, it did not break, but it lost. It just like I think the micro SD slots are fried.
That'll happen. It's one of the worst handhelds I've ever used, but one of my absolute favorites. It's such a weird thing. Like, it's the one I keep wanting to take with me on the go, and it's the one that absolutely is probably just the jankiest pile. But I don't know. I just keep trying with it though. It's like I'm gonna spend the time to try to fix it and make the cards work and like reflash the OS, and I'll probably try to
I
fix the
legit
hinge.
spent like hours per day
This
for
yellow.
about a week or two with Gamma OS. I was doing all sorts of stuff with it, and it's just like, it's like on one hand you want to love it, but on the other it's like this is not really very good.
Look how exactly I know what you mean right there, and look how not bold this yellow choice is. Though. It's such a subdued yellow compared to this. Look at that difference.
Retroid stole all the paint.
I have this little Kirby thing. It's kind of similar to that. It's definitely like an orange yellow though, for sure.
It's American cheese, store brand.
Here's the X35H.
That thing looks
Even
so
that
cool.
yellow. Yeah, this thing is kind of cool now. It's growing on me. It's growing on me. All right, sorry. Zen, I'll focus here. Zen Pinball World. Sign in failed.
Wow, that puts it in perspective. How the Classic is only $40 more than the Miyoo Flip, if you want to think about that.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Zen Pinball is not working for me. I don't know why. Look, it's loading. It's loading. This game requires Google Play Games account. Oh, I just need to. Okay, sorry. I just need to install Google Play Games. All right. Give me a second. It really helps if I read what's on the screen.
That's overrated.
Google Play Games. Any other Android game requests while we're on this section here? I'll do one more after this, and then we're going to move on. Probably Game Boy Color with shaders is what we should do next, right?
Yeah, I know we want to make use of that screen and check that out. So I think Game Boy Color would be a good one.
Okay.
And Michael Benny gave us a super chat. He says Retroid refunded his $5 when he tried to buy a backplate for the RP Mini screen replacement. Any chance we can see a 3DS Pokemon when we get to the 3DS section?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Thank you, Michael Benny. Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
Yeah, we had a couple of requests for 3DS for sure.
We got to do Pokemon in here. Not that I'm good at Pokemon, but look at this.
I feel like how can you be bad at it though?
Well, I just don't have the patience for
it's like one of those games.
Listen, I was playing when I was a kid. I was playing Pokemon Yellow, and I got to the part where Snorlax is in the path in your way, and I could not. I spent like 2 months figuring out how do I get around Snorlax, and there was no internet back then. I couldn't just look it up, and I could not get past the Snorlax. What do you do to get past Snorlax? He's in the freaking way. He's so big. Unforgivable. I know I can look it up on game FAQs, but I'm stubborn. Pixels.
Do you want to talk about the sound again? Because I know you mentioned how the sound quality is really good. Someone was asking about how it compares to the Flip 2.
I like the Flip 2 a little better. It's like it's probably 10% better on the Flip 2. The Flip 2 does not have amazing speakers, but they're pretty good. To me, better than the RP5, and this is about on par with the RP5 speakers. If that's probably a better comparison. Zen Pinball World is not working. I'm sorry about that. I installed Google Play Games, but we'll do one more Android game. Anything people want to see there?
Let me see. What did I star? I could have sworn I saw something else.
There was another one.
Yeah. Andrew put it in chat. He said Horizon Chase for ban.
Yeah. In fact, if I talk while it's playing, we can hear the sound of the speakers.
Yeah, I've been trying to queue up games that I see pop through in our chat.
Thank you.
This is another one that will look really good on the screen. Nice
so testing colors. 1, 2. I am talking right now annoyingly so that you can hear the speaker cut through the compression. Speaker test. Testing those darn speakers. Thank you. Hell yeah.
We got to get you a dedicated mic for this segment.
We really do. Come on now. but they're nice and full. I mean, it's loud. And you can feel the speakers in your hands.
As
which is
Shem
my
says,
favorite way to
what are we
go.
even doing here?
Like, what are we? We gotta have Shem back on the show.
I know
God.
he's a new dad. You know, we'll see him
I
in a
know.
couple of years, 10, 20, I don't know.
Can you guys hear this? Okay, can you hear some of the sound coming through at all?
A little bit. It's very faint.
Okay.
But it looks great. I mean, visually it looks awesome. And again, like this is a game that scales to the screen, which is really cool.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I'm just going to stop the speaker test here. Unfortunately, this is expecting a joystick.
Press start, and then go into controls. Is the gamepad selected? Just double check.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, because a lot of times it's weird, it won't. But yeah, so that's a bummer. So there's going to have to be a way to spoof the D-pad into an analog stick.
So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go in here. You want to turn on this thing called this floating icon, which is basically this set of tools that's on the right. And then what you want to do is go over and set up your your touch mapping keys.
Yeah, I mean, that's another. I keep forgetting that even exists because so many games today on Android now have native support, which is great.
So yeah,
we don't need that functionality anymore. But yeah, you could just map it. Yeah.
In here, yeah, as long as you map it to the D-pad, you can get this going. It'll take you a few minutes.
Yeah.
And you can set that up for yourself. It's not a huge deal.
That's a good point. I completely forgot about that. It's been so long since I've actually used gamepad mapping.
It's just annoying. So here it is. If you wanted to do it, and we can do it if you want. So it's set up. Here's your joystick right there, and then just set up the joystick to.
You could actually just set it as like individual
buttons. That's what we want to do, right?
You could do that, yeah. And
right,
just map those.
Yeah, we have a tutorial on this. I'm not going to spend time on it right now, but
yeah, no, it's fine.
It's
good to know though. It's a good example of something where you might have an issue, you know.
Yeah. This thing sometimes freezes up, I noticed. And I don't know what's causing that, but I just noticed sometimes you get into those scenarios where you have a couple things open at once and it really doesn't like that. When I had Geekbench open earlier today, it was not happy. And I was trying to do other stuff and it said, nope, it just froze entirely. We will do some benchmarking, by the way, during the stream. What else do we want to see next? So we're done with Android. So we're going to head back to RetroArch.
So let's do some Game Boy Color, I think. That would be kind of a nice one to check out.
I was thinking the same
thing. Someone mentioned Pokemon Pinball to see how the rumble feels on that.
Oh, yes.
Well, that's a good call.
Yeah. That's a good one. But yeah, we've had a lot of requests for Game Boy Color specifically.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. Yeah, it's going to be one to really show off the screen here.
I think Gambit has the rumble feature. If not, we can try MGBA. Let's see those Game Boy Color shaders. OG Technic, can you walk me through which shader combination you would like to see? And I'm happy to do that for you. Shaders are not my skills. Is not one of my skills. GLSL or slang?
We could do both. Might as well.
CRT. I think CRT G1 Mini was one. Or is there a GBC specific you want to see? Maybe it's under handheld. Shaders. Game Boy Color.
Someone's saying no CRT, do LCD 3X.
LCD 3X. Where's that under?
And then Mr. Grigg is saying do handheld shader.
Oh, handheld shader? Okay. Getting lost in the sauce. GBC Color, here it says GBC Color. Why don't we try that? We'll see what that looks like.
Yeah, so that's basically
Ooh,
imitating the way it would look on a Game Boy Color, an actual Game Boy Color, you know, with that dim screen, no backlight.
Uh-huh. Now, okay. Oh, you do left D-pad, right, and A button. Okay.
It's very crispy looking, though. I'll tell you that much.
And the rumble feels just really very nice. Okay. So I know I didn't do the shader that people would like to see. So let's try another one. Can we reset all the shaders? Remove preset? No. How do we reset the shaders? Video shaders.
Someone was asking about the PWM again on the lower brightness, and we didn't see any flickering.
No, we're on pretty low
Yeah.
brightness now.
Oh yeah. So you're actually on low brightness right now. Yeah. No, that doesn't seem to be an issue with this panel.
Not with this panel, no.
Yeah. Someone was asking about it, but I know we showed it much
Well,
earlier on. So
there was an issue with this panel because on the AYANEO DMG, Pocket DMG, when I got that review unit for the first time, it had horrible PWM. I don't know if it was as bad as the RG557's PWM, but that is the same panel, so they definitely have addressed that here, which is nice to see. Okay, shaders, CRT something, LLC. Can you guys help me out with this, Rob?
I wish I could. I'm not a
Andrew.
shaders guy. Andrew's
Well, I think
definitely
chat
not a shaders guy
I
either.
think chat might have an idea of what they want to see. Just let me know what to click on. I'll click on it.
I didn't see this. OG Technic had recommended LCD Grid V2.
LCD Grid V2, is that just
and then
in
someone also concurred with that.
Okay, let's
if we could help guide Stubbs along for this one.
Yeah, I don't know what folder to look in for those. Scale NX, is that it? No. Scan lines?
No, it probably wouldn't be there. Keep going up.
HQ. Is it a CRT?
No, let's go. Keep going. Where's slang?
Oh, slang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then where's the handheld? Handheld.
Okay.
Try the shaders, I guess.
Okay. LCD shader.
LCD shader. There you go. Okay. Nothing in there.
Doesn't like me. Do we need to download it, I wonder?
Bands. He's like, I hate shaders.
Online updater. Update shaders. Maybe we don't have the right shader. Scurry Dog. Oh, thank you. You have to load preset. It replaces the old preset. Okay, sounds good. Handheld folder. Thank you, Greg. And L337 archivist. Go handheld shaders LCD3X. Thank you.
It's under GLSL folders.
Oh, it's not GLSL. Yeah. It's not slang. That was okay. So that was the issue.
Yeah. So try that.
See, teamwork. I love this community. I love you guys so much. This is so cool.
Well, it's also fun because it's interesting to see everyone has different use cases for these things, and these things do so much that's what's going to end up happening. Is like one person's going to do something with it versus what someone else does.
Shaders. LCD shader. Aha. Was it? LCD3X? Not in here. Well, I guess I don't have that.
Oh, I saw something grid V2. If you go back up, wherever you were just in the last part, no, the one
grid V2. This one
there. I believe that's the one someone recommended.
Apply changes. Save preset. Maybe no.
Load preset. I think.
Okay. Okay. There we go. Now it's working. I like that. It's a little more vibrant. This is the one you wanted, right? LCD V2. That's what we're on now.
I believe someone requested it.
Cool. We've actually made quite a bit of headway in the stream. We're only an hour and a half in.
If your video driver is GL, then you use GL. If your video driver is Vulkan, then you use Slang. Okay, so that's good information right there.
I'm learning. I'll become a handheld YouTube reviewer yet.
It's okay, OG Technic. We're also not very well versed in shaders.
Well, Russ is. I mean, he's so passionate about it. I love hearing him talk about it. I understand about half the things he's talking about. And speaking of things that people are talking about, I'm talking about my friend Mikhailov from Team Retro. Dude, you got your welcome, man. You got your Pocket 2, right? You got your classic.
I did.
Yes.
I got my colors.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna bring your volume down just a little bit, sir. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Game Boy Color looks so good on this screen.
Don't adjust anything. I'll adjust you. You're good.
Okay, you got it.
There you good. You're good. You sound good.
You got it.
Andrew's gone. I think.
Oh, I missed Andrew.
He may have. No, he's taking a potty break.
So
understandable.
So how much have you done with your Pocket?
Nothing. I'm currently installing RetroArch as we speak.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, I have been.
What are we presenting?
I was trying to present you.
Now presenting.
I have been flip 2 mode all day today.
Shaders load handheld LCD3X. Okay, let's try that one.
Load I can't say which handheld I've been
shaders
in mode on, since it's not fair to the brand here.
So I'm a little late to the stream. Is there anything you want me to prep? Anything you haven't seen yet that you want me to show off?
I kind of want to just get your thoughts, honestly. I mean, we can use mine for well, you know what? Screw it. Let's use yours, because my son and wife just got home, and I'd love to go say hello and give them a hug. Honestly, I've been doing this for 2 days straight. So,
can you give me like 5 minutes to get RetroArch on?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you could switch to me, and I'll do some stuff.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Handheld LCD3X.
Is your model the higher RAM version, Stubbs?
6 gigabytes.
Okay.
Gigabytes.
It'll be interesting to see if there's any performance differences between the 4 and the 6. I think the Saturn one I got was 4. I don't remember. Did it only come in one version? I can't remember.
The Saturn one?
Yeah, I gotta check their website.
Why am I screwing up right now?
Forget.
I want to say Saturn has.
Did it come in both
2 options?
variants?
Yeah,
I want to say
Saturn
that
has. Saturn is both.
I don't remember which one I bought. It's really bad.
I think they're all available in both.
It's money. Stubbs has been grinding Retroid releases. Hate to see him coming.
Dude, you're not kidding.
It drives me up a wall when Retroid and Ambernick decide to release a handheld the same week. That's all.
Isn't it the worst?
Well, I mean, people will say.
I mean, not the worst. It's the greatest.
Why are you guys complaining? You get new toys. You get handhelds in. It's like yeah. But like we got to hop on to these streams. I do videos, and I don't mean to complain. I really don't. It's more like it's just been a lot, and I can't wait to get past the stream and the videos, and then I can go and like enjoy this in real life. And, integrate it into my life and report back in a week, kind of how my experience has been. That's really my favorite part of the process.
Yeah, that's what I like doing too. Like, I don't really care for the grind of like, getting the first impressions video out and all that. I mean, it's okay, but you're never dumb.
No, I'm dumb with shaders. I'll be honest.
Oh, I'm not good with them either. Don't feel
Gambit
bad.
Color. Let's do Gambit Color. This one seems to be made for this core. I would say stay tuned for Russ's excellent video that's coming up on Retro GameCore, who will show you all about shaders. And I won't spend half an hour learning right now on stream. but I will play one of my favorite Game Boy games, Mega Man Extreme.
I have that.
I just mailed you Zelda Oracle of Ages, by the way.
Yeah, you did. I'm looking forward to that. Rounding up my collection.
Seems like a good game. I haven't played it in years.
I mean, it's really only good if you have both.
Was this? This was the first one. Okay, yeah.
All right, we got RetroArch. We just got to download some cores. Did you do any comparisons to the AYANEO DMG yet?
Oh, nice. You have one, so you can do it.
Oh, yeah.
Because Stubbs didn't have one. Yeah.
Do you have an RP Mini also?
I do.
Oh, you Prince. Yeah.
It's in the other room.
Beautiful.
BRB.
Yeah. RP Mini and AYANEO Pocket DMG. That would be amazing. I don't have those.
BRB Minis by my end table by my bed. I'll go get it.
Frog in chat says, "Dang, he was literally so close to finally getting the LCD 3X shader."
I'm happy to try. I just need a little direction. That's all. Thank you. Okay, so load preset.
It's funny too because
GLS
once you start diving into shaders, then you find that everyone has their own preferred shaders that they like to use. So it's like you just keep falling into the rabbit hole there.
I want to learn. There's so many options that it's like overwhelming to me. I'm like, what do I even pick? What's better than the other? Why? And we actually have a guide on our website because some of our team are really into shaders. But I believe we have a guide anyways. I should read it. Shaders and then LCD shader? No.
That's correct,
Console
Mr. Greg.
border.
Stubbs has definitely been grinding. He's I don't think he went to bed. Did you go to bed, Stubbs?
I haven't slept in a long time.
You and me both.
This guy's on a surgeon's schedule here, man.
Yeah, basically. LCD shader? LCD 3X? Is this it? Is this it? LCD 3X? GLSL? Oh, we're doing it! You're talking about that satisfying shader? Let's go!
That's amazing.
Oh, we done it! We hot dag done it! Oh,
yeah.
talking about that satisfying
shader!
He got noise gated.
The noise gate.
Elliot, I'm down here, buddy. Daddy just got the shaders loaded. Come on down, let's celebrate. Oh, you're watching the Bluey movie up there? I'll come say hi in a minute. I will.
Gets shaders working, doesn't show it off.
Here we go.
The real shaders are the friends we made along the way.
That's great.
Look, all right, here's your shaders, everybody. Here is your shaders. Let's get real up close for you shader lovers.
When you can count those pixels, man.
Let's count those frickin' pixels. Take a good look. There's your shader. There's just your little baby shader all grown up. Shader, you've been working so hard to present all stream. We did it.
You're definitely throwing shade.
Oh.
Hers.
Yeah, it looks good though. That looks really good.
It really does.
I wanna like find some way like Sakura Retro Mod to make stickers that can go back here, so you can
that'd be pretty cool.
Pretend we're putting your game in.
Yeah, I love that.
That'd be fun.
Just glue that one to the back. It's fine.
I would love a sticker for the bezel that has the Pokemon on it.
Yeah, we need. You know what? We got to do a Game Boy Color bezel right around there. You know the one that's on a Game Boy Color. Right. We gotta actually have the Game Boy Color and like the little power thing. You got to have that. Sakura Retro Modding on Etsy is gonna have that for sure.
Let me grab my FPGA thing too, since we're comparing.
Now, thank you all. So from now when I play Game Boy Color, that's the shader I want to use, huh? I'll just show that from now on in my videos, if I remember.
All right, I think I have all the handhelds that ever handhelded.
Perfect. Okay. Now, the climactic moment. You know what shader, or you know what game you want to see. You know what game I want to show you. You don't even have to ask, because I know what it is. Pokemon. Yellow.
Oh, yeah.
Go. Yeah.
Game Boy original, huh? This colorway's inspiration.
So, Stubbs, did you know if you use the MGBA core, you can get Super Game Boy colorization?
Well, boy, howdy. I sure didn't. I sure didn't, but now I do. I thank you for that.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to reload the shaders. So we got to do like we got to save the shaders. GLSL, I'm going to memorize this. GLSL, handheld.
Scroll down. Post-it note. Put it on a post-it note.
I'm going to write it on my monitor. LCD3X.
Don't write it directly on there.
I was going to say sticky
save. That's what a post-it note's for, man.
Save core preset. Now is it going to do... Oh, no, what have I done? What did that do? Save content directory. Oh, it's the same thing. Who cares?
Suddenly, his Saturn games have some shaders on there.
Here we go. Screw this. I want to see that intro again. I missed it. Oh, there it is. Now, once you add retro achievements, because this has Wi-Fi 5, you got the complete situation. Plus, you do like sync thing, get all your save states synced up.
Oh,
so
yeah,
who's going to be crazy enough to try some Moonlight on this?
I can't, because I only have the one monitor.
We got to get Apollo. Our team, Artemis and Apollo.
Yeah, Artemis. Yeah, that's what I pretty much have switched to fully now. Is Apollo and Artemis combo.
That's what I use, but I have my Artemis and Apollo set up to shut the monitor off whenever something connects to it.
Same. I do the same thing.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite things about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we're rocking the ultra wide.
Oh,
monitor, so.
Game Boy audio sounds great, man. It sounds nice. Yeah. Oh, that pixelated music sounds so good out of the speaker. I think they must have tuned it to like a Game Boy Color. Tell you this audio experience for this system sounds fantastic. I get it now. They tuned it for this. That's okay. Oh yeah. You probably can't hear much of that, but oh well.
I actually hear more than
usual. Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. That's beautiful.
Like it didn't get it as much.
I'd love to see you like do voiceovers for every single game that lacks it.
Okay.
Yeah. Do the old-fashioned Twitch stream thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. I wish StreamYard didn't noise gate everything for it. They think they're being helpful. We have all that stuff turned off on our equipment, but they have this built-in proprietary thing that overrides everying, and it's horrible.
Retro Peak is speaking my language. Have you tested WinLater yet? Heck yeah, let's go.
I mean, we did get it running on the Mini.
Yeah, the Mini did a lot. Just a lot of stuff on there. It's pretty awesome.
All right, well, since you're doing Pokemon Yellow, I will do Gold.
Okay. I'm going to switch over to you, man. As soon as you're ready.
Don't do it yet.
Okay.
Be nice if I actually knew how to navigate RetroArch. I'm so spoiled by ESDE.
I feel like every time I use RetroArch, which is quite often, I feel like I'm relearning it somehow. I don't know why that's the case, but it just feels like that.
Yeah, I think it's just the way it's designed. You know what? Let's do Crystal.
Okay. What system is that? Is that Game Boy Color?
Game Boy Color.
Okay. Well,
so I guess I'll use Gambate. And
what's Game Boy Advance look like? I know this isn't the ideal screen for it, but
I could do Game Boy Advance.
No. Wait, no, you do yours. You do yours. I'm just gonna show it real quick before I go say hi to my kids, my offspring. They haven't seen Dad in a long time. He's been lost in e-waste.
It happens to the best of us.
Screen versus 406V, that's an interesting comparison. It's a very fair comparison. I don't have a 406V right now.
I don't have one either. No.
Shoot. Rob, do you have one?
I actually got rid of mine.
Yeah,
out of these six series of Ambernicks, that's not the one I kept. I like the 406H was the one I liked.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm trying to be better about like having multiples of the same type of chip or whatever. I'm trying to kind of keep the collection down there a little bit. Otherwise, I'm going to be swimming in these things. I already am swimming in these things.
So here's some Game Boy Advance, which because it's, there's going to be bezels, but it's OLED. So, I mean, it's all blended. And actually, Game Boy Advance looks pretty solid here.
The nice thing is, like, with the OLED, again, you don't notice part of the screen is not on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't remember if the DMG is OLED, the Pocket DMG.
It is. It's the same screen.
It's the exact same screen. Okay.
Screen, yeah.
So I almost wonder if there's any point to actually doing a comparison between the two, because
this is AMOLED. This is very, very nice OLED. Very nice.
It's really good. Yeah.
OLED. It does not have video out CCC, but it is absolutely crisp.
If you go out a little bit, we could see the bezels.
If I what?
No, I wanted you to show the bezels around GBA, show how much the screen's actually using.
Oh, you mean if I go in and turn on bezels?
No. You just were too close to the camera. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so there you go. There's GBA. So not bad. I mean, so you get a little below, a little above, enough space to have like your FPS counter or something. And you could put on like a GBA bezel from RetroArch in here and cover this up with something if you wanted. But I think it looks pretty clean like this.
I think so too. I don't think you would really notice.
I don't think so. All right, man. Do you wanna show off a little bit of gameplay on your end for me?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. I'll be right back. Hey, look, there's a child on the. Hello, little guy.
Oh, hey.
Hello, small child.
Hi, child.
Hello, small human. Hey, you're holding an elephant. That's adorable.
He keeps like sneaking into my room, and it's bedtime for him, so he keeps sneaking in the room, escaping from the grasp of his grandparents.
Yeah, it's Kyle's bedtime too.
All right, let's stretch. Hey, Mason, you want to help me do my squats?
You said these are the same screens?
Yeah. They're all using the same stockpile basically.
Why does the classic like seem more red?
That's just how it's just tuning. They just
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's just the way it probably AYANEO tuned theirs versus how Retroid did it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's not uncommon. Yeah.
You got to stretch. You got to keep your body moving. Everybody who's watching this, take a moment, get up from what you're doing. Just stretch a little bit. If you're in a car,
this is like
don't do that.
Stretch.
But just stretch it out. Get that. Don't sit for too long. It's
it's definitely got to be a tuning thing because the Mini is the same.
Yeah. So Retroid, I can't quite tell. It looks like they prefer more of the warmer tone, and it looks like is going with a cooler temperature.
Yeah, definitely. Because there's a clear.
It shows up. It shows up on your feed for sure. Okay. It's like a redder tinge to it. But if like here, actually, that's perfect. The way you have it right now,
man,
you can see how it's cooler on the AYANEO versus how it's warmer on the classic.
Yeah, should do more
just
of
by looking at the white.
Cooking.
Yeah, just by looking at the whites there.
All right, guys, I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
All right. So I don't know. Is there anything else you guys want me to show off? I'm holding these two side by side. I'm kind of conflicted as to which one I like better.
Well, I'm kind of blown away how it's not that much smaller than the DMG. Which I mean, because the DMG is not that small, honestly. So yeah.
No, but this is definitely heftier. This feels more like a DMG. It feels more. I don't know if premium is the right word for AYANEO, but it feels weightier.
I feel like the classic is every person's style of this, basically, in terms of that screen and whatnot.
Yeah, like
whereas
oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, basically the AYANEO version is just it's over engineered. It's got way too much power for what it's supposed to do and things like that.
Right. So. Yeah, I feel like this feels more like a toy, but I wouldn't have any problem treating this like a toy. Like, I would throw this in my pocket, not worry if it gets a little dinged up or scratched. Whereas this, I'm like babying the hell out of this thing.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I have the little satchel that it came with. And every time I'm done, I put it back into that satchel. Like, I'm like, I can't,
Yeah,
I like wipe it down. I cherish it.
Yeah, you just got to make sure to like not catch the joystick.
Hey, Mikhailov, how do you like the triggers between the two, between the DMG and the Classic? Because they're different style triggers. How do you look?
Oh yeah,
other?
They are. Honestly, I think I like the Classic better.
I thought when I got the DMG, I thought I was going to hate the slope, but I've actually it's grown on me.
It's not bad, but there's something about this angle.
Yeah. How do you like it? How does comfortable? How does it feel to you? Like, overall, just the ergos and stuff. You get like a different impression.
It feels like a Game Boy Color. I mean, I haven't had a lot of time with it, but I'm kind of impressed. Like, I don't know what I was expecting. I think I was expecting something a little bit smaller, and I think I was expecting something that was just not going to be as, I don't know the words, but this is a pretty authentic little handheld.
Is it possible that you could test the brightness for us between the DMG and the Classic? Someone was asking about it in chat.
You got it.
Do like the lowest and then go to max.
Yeah. So here's low,
which is pretty much almost not visible.
Yeah. I'll do it with the Mini too.
So it looks like
they're pretty similar.
Is the Classic dimmer to you in person? Because on the feed it looks like it's dimmer. Okay.
It is. Just ever so slightly.
I can't see the Mini or the Classic, but I can see the buttons on the DMG.
Yeah, I can still see a little bit of it on the DMG. Yep.
And then there's brightest.
That's about.
Here, let me go to the.
Yeah, they're very similar.
Yeah. You get that.
Yeah, and someone in chat brought up a good point too. You know how like Android does that thing where it will shift the colors based on like the wallpaper or the theme and things like that. So that could be why we're also seeing a little bit of that reddish tinge in the image.
Oh, that's possible.
On the Retroid stuff too.
I didn't think about that. Let's go to home screens.
And then we got another one saying if you swipe down on the screen a couple times and then go to settings, you go to display, and then color, and there you can switch it to cool, and then it will look more like the DMG.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a lot of little things in Android that can be adjusted too. And it could just, again, it's just the way that Retroid has their setup out of the box versus how, AYANEO does it.
That doesn't seem to have made a difference, unless I did something wrong.
Yeah, it could also be the wallpaper too that's causing it to have that color shift.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Can I go back into RetroArch? There we go.
And then we our last request is to actually get into the game.
Sure.
You're teasing us with the new game screen.
Yeah, let me turn down the brightness a little bit.
Yeah, I have that same problem where I have to like kind of turn down brightness or adjust it just because they're so bright nowadays.
Yeah, and it's just I'm so used to setting up games for some stuff like this, streaming and recording and all that. It is. All right. And let's try and get past all the tutorial stuff. I don't know how long that'll take. I'm sorry I didn't have time to set up sync thing because I have so many Pokemon save files that I could have just jumped into.
How dare you?
Yeah, how dare you?
I know.
You come on this stream and you're not prepared. How dare you?
Listen, we're professionals.
I know we had some other. Do you have any like PS2 stuff on there by any chance, Michaela, or 3DS stuff? I know we've had a lot of requests for that.
I think so because I just pulled this from my Odin 2. So let's see. That might take me a minute because I don't think I installed a 3DS emulator.
We actually just got another a request in chat for 3DS again.
All right, give me
a big one. Yeah, 3DS is the
give
big
me
one.
a sec. Let me do Citra MMJ.
Is this the Miyoo Mini Plus replacement? So Stubbs was showing his Miyoo Mini Plus compared to the Classic, and the Classic is significantly bigger. I'd say
it is.
Yeah, so I don't know if it. I mean, I don't know if I would say it's a replacement if you really like that size.
I think it's more comp to the XXV.
Yeah, the
just minus the joystick.
Yeah, the 40XX.
Yeah.
This is definitely on the bigger side.
It's kind of crazy. Like I'm even thinking about like the 40XXV and just like for the price of what the Classic is and how much more you can actually do with it. It's kind of insane.
So the XXV, I feel like, because it's always on sale now.
Yeah,
like that's a really good.
Fair.
That's a really good value. If back at launch, like if they launch at the same time, then yeah, definitely. Like,
because what is it now? Like $50 or so that you could probably get it for.
Yeah, and you might be able to get it for even
really
cheaper than
value.
that if there's depending upon the sale.
Let's see if I actually have 3DS on this thing.
Yeah, we have another request for PS2, more 3DS again.
Yeah, I saw a GameCube in there somewhere.
GameCube would be an interesting one too.
Yeah, let me see what I got. Let me just check my files really quick. I should have GameCube and PS2 for sure because this is coming from an Odin 2. Where's GameCube? Yeah. Oh, I have Automodelista on this thing.
Hey, that will look great on that screen. Why not? I say go for it.
My only concern is controller mapping because there's no joystick.
I don't think for that game you should be okay with D-pad only.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to think about Automodelista. I don't think it used the D-pad for anything specifically.
I have DS.
How about Dia's nuts?
Oh, hey, look who's back.
Hey.
Do you have
sir,
any,
this is a family stream.
Sorry.
Do you have any?
he's in bed now. You're good. You're good.
Do you have any 3DS on your SD card, Stubbs?
Do I ever?
Okay, I apparently don't.
Let's do it. I came back at the right time then.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I'll set up GameCube.
Okay. So what do you guys do?
We did some comparisons. We compared to the DMG, the Mini, and the Classic.
That's awesome. What was the big takeaway? I mean, I can rewatch the stream later, but
Classic's a little bit easier to hold. DMG feels more premium and over-engineered, and
yeah,
the Mini is just vibing here.
yep, that sounds about right to me.
I think I don't remember if Stubbs liked the mini or not, but I feel like I'm in the minority. I never saw the point of it.
I don't dislike it. It's more like it was hard to see for my eyes. I thought the screen was a little too small, and it just the clacky buttons. For me, it didn't vibe as much. I don't know.
The Mini?
Yeah, the mini.
That's actually become my primary Game Boy Advance handheld.
I mean, that's fair. That is so fair. Yeah, I don't have a
But the
problem with
40,
the mini, really. It's just
the 34XX is perfect for that.
It is
Yes.
perfect for that, and yet I went back to the Mini. I'm a very weird individual, Andrew. I also have
No.
problems.
No. Zoo reviews. Oh Lord, they still going?
Don't cost nothing to be kind, Zoo.
Don't cost nothing to be kind. Alien Chaos 3D, my favorite 3DS game. You know how expensive this game is in real life? I went to a game store. I'm like, you guys have a physical copy of this silly like third party, title? And they're like, that is one of the most expensive titles on Game Boy or on 3DS. It's like
What's it called?
Alien Chaos 3D.
Interesting.
Right, yeah, it's like 120, 150 bucks, something like that.
You might want to go portrait mode.
Well, I got to set up the buttons and stuff, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, we're gonna get rid of the overlay for one thing. Show FPS, and landscape layout, single screen, and we're gonna have to map the buttons.
All right. Yeah, I'm mapping the buttons for GameCube because I can't use the D-pad.
There.
Z, I guess we'll have B, R2, start.
Circle pad, huh? Can't do that. Wait, we gotta do Y. We can do D-pad. So can I just map?
I can't map to the C stick. Just realized that too.
I think if you get creative with one of those controller apps, you could probably find some workarounds for some of this. But as far as like the basic emulators go, yeah, it can be pretty tough when you don't have joysticks.
So I did not map D-pad, and I did not map.
So
the C stick.
Are you trying to get GameCube going?
Yeah.
So I would probably map the analog stick to D-pad.
That's what I did.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I just came back. So yeah. Because I'm like thinking about like GameCube games, a lot of games didn't really use the D-pad. Like that D-pad on the GameCube controller was just comical. It was so tiny.
It kind of was.
Did Retroid ever say why where you can't do video out on this chip? Is it a chip thing or is it a
It's
them thing?
probably a chip thing. It's probably at the chip level. And yeah, I was gonna actually answer Green Protagonist's question, and it does not have video output, which yeah, it's a bummer for sure. I know a lot of people like that feature.
So let's see how high we can go, how high up we can go in Citra here.
What are you up to right now, Stubbs?
I think it's just a 1x. Yeah, we're OpenGL 1x. So let's see. I want to try 3x.
I feel like even just getting native 3DS on this device would be amazing. Yeah, I mean, that would be kind of crazy.
Well, 1x was full speed on this, and this game is kind of a pain sometimes. So, and we're getting full speed on. Well, no, we're getting slow down. But
well, those are probably just shaders caching.
It could be shaders, yeah.
Let's give it a second. Yeah.
Because I have like the same issue when every time I play Mario 3D Land, and it's like the first 30 seconds is just beyond awful.
Okay, here we go. I can tell it's past that now. It's almost full speed at 3x though, which is fantastic. But to be safe here, I definitely I think 2x 3DS is where we're going to land on this one.
Um,
2x is for this screen is going to be fine.
I've got Automodelista 2x native resolution whenever you're ready.
Nice.
Let's finish
That's
up 3DS
pretty
and then
wild.
we'll do GameCube.
Yeah, that's fine. I got to I should probably put a FPS on here somewhere.
You know, it's interesting. I'm kind of thinking about it. This is sort of a little bit new territory. We haven't had a device without analog sticks that has had the power to actually do this level of gaming, I believe, at this price point. So it's kind of like we're like testing scenarios that we're not used to testing.
Do you have any Pokemon 3DS games? I don't have any loaded on here, sadly.
Me neither. I thought I had 3DS on this SD card, but I don't.
I could do DS Pokemon if anyone wants to see that. I'm pretty sure I have those games, but looks like I haven't loaded a ton of 3DS on this card. We do have Rayman. Oh, you know what? I purged out a lot of my first-party Nintendo during the craziness that was happening last year on my review.
Yeah,
on my
I'm
review
like
card.
slowly starting to bring some of that back.
I am
here
too.
and
Oh
there.
my!
Yeah, I trickle it in there here, you know, randomly.
I'm testing the waters with it. We could do one first-party game is going to be, looks like I have Pilot Wings. Not much else, surprisingly, huh?
Yeah, so you definitely like cleaned up your list.
These aren't even the games I really play. I wonder why. This I don't think this is my primary card I pulled out today. Oh well. Chelsea, yeah. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you on the fucking thing for that. And also, like, I would counter.
Did that toothpick finally?
I love how Stubbs decides to chime in on the chat and highlight that one specific comment.
And I would counter, like, I'm all about the non-cob, the habit of it, but I definitely am not so sure on the head of the. So I appreciate that.
Never
Brilliantly
changed.
articulated.
You are one of a kind, my friend.
I don't know.
I do
That
want
could be
Only
either
you.
a good or bad thing, depending on how you
No,
look
it's a
at
good
it.
thing. Nobody else would even try to do that.
I don't know. And wait, someone else was saying DS. Yes, let's do DS. We'll do DS Pokemon. Owen.
Yeah,
that's what I was trying to respond to.
Right now, Stubbs. What are
Pilot
you doing?
Wings.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
pilot,
did you
man.
like launch like Me Maker or something? Like, what's going on?
It's using the Me, yeah.
I'm like, why? Of all the things you want to show off on 3DS.
Oh, switch your screen.
It's on the bottom screen.
Yeah, it says please sign below. Yeah,
this,
you gotta like.
Wait, this is Pilot Wings. Yeah, see, this is Nintendo trying to find a way to force you to use the bottom screen.
Pretty much.
Because, like, if you look at most of the 3DS library, most of the games really didn't utilize the bottom screen. I think by then developers were just like, whatever.
Unfortunately, when you have a handheld where you need to use one screen at a time from the 3DS, I don't know what this is in reference to. No or yes.
Well, see, this is where hotkeys will come into play, where you can quickly swap between.
Yeah, you can swap it.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll do here. Is we'll go.
I just guess. I free ball it. I just you know.
Yeah. I well. Yeah.
Just raw dog it, man. Just
say
yes to it. What's the worst that can happen?
Well,
just do it, man. Just raw dog that.
I'll raw dog it. I did raw dog it. I chose yes. I've been raw dogging a lot, so you know me.
It was the you know
That's
me.
Andrew.
The you know me.
You know me, man. What an absolutely insane week it has been in this scene.
Oh, absolutely nuts.
I still can't believe, like, just like yesterday, just the 557 is just randomly showing up. Like, what the heck? And then we have all the Retroid stuff going on. And it's just like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
Bad news. I think I have to go down to native resolution. Oh, I'm using OpenGL. What's wrong with me?
What the heck? What? Why would you do that?
Why are you like this? Why are you like this, Mike?
I have not slept in like 2 days
Same.
because
Living that YouTuber life
I
and
I
work
to-
in your
I
day
told
job.
well I'm off
Yeah,
this
no,
week.
I went to
So,
Oh, you
bed
are?
yeah, it's
2:30 in the morning
spring
last
break.
night, so I
But
get it.
hey, 3:30 for me.
And I gotta
Yeah.
be up 6:30 in the morning because the kids have school today.
Oh,
It's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
hilarious. So 2 out of 3 kids had school. The third one didn't because the high school didn't have school, but for some reason the middle school did. So it's cool.
All right, here
It's
we
whatever.
It
So-
sounds like regular school jank.
So
Uh-huh.
this game is not running super well. We're running at a 1x and not getting full speed. So it's going to be hit or miss on 3DS. 2D titles looks like you're going to have a better time with. Also, the controls are unhinged right now. So Pilot Wings is not a game I'm going to recommend that anyone play on this.
I imagine
Yeah.
like with 3DS stuff, you're gonna want to keep to like
Two-
games that
2D
work
games,
well
yeah.
without the bottom screen and don't make use
Yeah.
of all those gimmicks and whatnot.
That don't make use of the gimmicks. That's exactly
Because even like
exactly
I'm
right.
thinking about like
The
3D
Ridge
Land.
Racer.
3D Land's probably not gonna work that well. I mean, you could do it, but
What? Yeah. Stubbs'
saw
wife is
that.
pregnant. Stubbs' reaction. I've been raw dogging it. You know.
that's the best part. I could just imagine you saying that. You
Oh,
know
man.
me.
Yeah,
You know
it's
me.
been a week.
You know
I
me.
just don't care anymore. I just don't care. I'm just letting it all hang out.
No.
Now. I can't. I don't have the energy to like keep up an appearance of whatever it is I do.
You know me.
You know me. Yeah, so that's why I've been raw dogging it a lot lately. So it's just
All right. I definitely had to switch Automata
What
Lisa
the-
to
What the heck?
Oh, this
what
is
are you
my
doing?
This is my fluffing duster.
Okay, I've
Wow.
never actually played Automata Lisa before. Is
Oh,
it
it's a-
supposed to is it supposed to vibrate like crazy, or am I just pressing
That
the
game
wrong
didn't work.
buttons?
I'm done with 3DS.
I don't remember.
3DS is not
Graphically, I
ideal.
love the way that game looks.
Cave Story 3D. How about that?
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing playing this game.
No, not yet, Kyle. We haven't made our way to PS2 just yet. It's on our list though.
Loading. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, somebody who says this? Raftor. Just play 3DS on a 3DS. That's right. Yeah, I'd have to agree. I've actually been looking for
Surface Duo.
or Surface
Listen-
Duo.
Oh.
Listen, I am super bitter about 3DS right now.
Oh no, what happened there?
I can't find my 3DS charger, and I want to use it to compare
Ban.
my 2DS XL to the Flip.
Wait, why'd you just call Mike Ban?
Oh, it says not ban in chat. I thought it was real ban. I'm like, why is ban in private chat? Possible to show
Mike,
stacked
Mike.
screen. You want to see
Michaela,
the
we-
stacked screen on 3DS?
That's what somebody. I'm putting recommendations from chat.
Oh, in the
so that
private
you can
chat.
s- It's easier for
He
you.
doesn't
to
realize there's a private
Oh,
chat and a
thank
regular
you.
chat.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, ban. Hey, ban, man. Ban's the
Hey, there's real band.
real ban.
But
Okay.
Michaela, you could solve that problem by just
This
going
game's
on
not gonna
Amazon
work.
and ordering yourself a new charger.
That's what I did, but I wanted to charge it tonight so I can get some footage done. So I just dragged my
Skill
family
issue.
to 2 different game stores, and they were both sold out.
Well, yeah, I mean, who has sold anything 3DS related in the past decade?
Right?
GameStop still sells chargers.
All right, guys.
That's
Here it is
crazy.
with
That's
2
crazy.
screens at once.
Eh.
Not ideal. Not
Do it
really
stacked.
ideal.
We got to do it stacked. Stack that.
But yeah, but this screen is longer this way, isn't it? Is it not?
Yeah, so that makes more sense to stack it.
All right.
Can you switch to my screen real quick?
No.
Yeah. Well,
I
maybe.
just want you.
Never
I
mind. I've
just-
been
No?
overridden here.
I
I've been
just want you.
overruled.
I just want
Well,
you to see this.
I just want to. Well, real quick, I want to show stack because
Okay.
I was in the middle of my top.
That's
bubble
not
there.
actually not as
Oh, okay.
bad as I would. Yeah, that's not that bad
Not
actually.
too bad.
No, it's not
No.
that bad.
Too bad. No,
I mean,
Mikhail, yeah,
look.
absolutely, man. 1 second.
Here,
Sorry.
I got
Oh yeah,
you.
no, that's fine.
There you go.
There you
There you go.
That's not good, right?
Is it on Vulkan?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Vulkan can be crashy. Try launching the game again; it might be fine. F-Zero does the same thing.
Oh.
How did it run on OpenGL? Was it not running that well?
It wasn't running that fast. I could switch back to it though.
No, it's fine. It's
have
just Vulkan. Yeah.
Have you set up Cemu yet at all?
I have not. I can try, but I don't think I have Wii U on this card.
Guys, if I can play DuckTales Remastered on this thing, no.
You done?
I'm done. I'm gonna retire.
Well, now the RG557 had Wii U set up by default.
Switch version should be able to. You should be able to do Switch version on this, right?
Do whatever.
I don't think there is a Switch version of DuckTales Remastered. Is there?
I thought there was.
Huh.
I think it's on Switch. I think I bought it on Switch.
Was it part of like a collection or something?
No. DuckTales Remastered? No. I almost want to say it came out on Switch first. I might need to be fact checked.
No,
But
it definitely did not. No, it came out way before Switch.
Yeah. I don't know. DS, Nintendo DS. I'm going to pull up Pokemon.
Okay, I think OpenGL at a native resolution, I think we're doing better.
Okay.
But it's very difficult to steer without a joystick.
Well, someone wants to see Stardew Valley. That one might be okay, actually.
Android?
Store. On Android, yeah.
I have
Dungeon. That. Oh, nice. Okay, maybe we'll do that. And Dungeon Dreadlock on Android as well. Metal Gear GBC. Oh, there's a bunch of requests here in private chat. Okay, thanks, Andrew.
I mean, it's vibrating like heck, and it is very hard to steer. But
the game has the worst controls. Yeah, that's a game thing.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta be real gentle with it. It's like a woman? You gotta finesse it a little.
Wow.
Excuse me.
So what you're saying is I should not be.
Me?
What you're saying is I should not be raw dogging it like Stubbs does.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's why.
No.
Why do you think Stubbs objected it?
I'm terrible at this game. I'm terrible at this game. This is comedic right now.
Yeah, I've been red dogging.
The last time I played a video game on a live stream was like 2019.
The last time that Stubbs raw dogged it though
was like this morning.
Well, no, they talk about the raw dogging on the airplanes now. Like you've been
what?
You get on the airplane. What? You get on the airplane. You don't use your electronics. You don't use your handhelds. You don't watch a movie. You just stare forward and say nothing. And you look at the back, the person in front of you. You look at the back of the seat.
Why would you do
watch.
That?
It's called raw dogging it. That's what I was talking about on the airplanes. I raw dog it means I don't use the handheld. It's what I mean by that.
So what do you do? You don't watch even the screen, nothing.
You can watch the flight. So the rule is you can watch the flight path that's all you can get to watch on the TV screen. You can watch the flight path of your airplane. Now, in other scenarios in life, I call raw dogging it like going to the gas station, not bringing my handheld out. I go to the library, not bringing my handheld along. I go to McDonald's, not bringing the handheld, although now I'll probably bring the classic here. But I'll have a bunch of Ronald McDonald's attack me when I go in.
Not if you bring the 557 case with you.
You're right. I'll capture them.
That's right. Although I don't know if you want to capture Ronald McDonald.
Oh, look at Mike. He's going right in for F-Zero GX.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So were you getting 60 frames on Automata Lista?
I just wasn't doing that well.
Let me answer your question before you leave, IDKYHM. Thank you for your super chat. Have any of you all ever played a game from the Kingdom series from Raw Fury, like Kingdom Classic, Two Crowns, 80s, New Lands? I just love how it looks. I personally haven't. Have you guys played these ones?
No, I've actually not.
I
need to write this game down so I don't forget about it. Because I love finding new gems.
I'm saving that. Thank you for the gem and have an awesome night, man.
I get all my gems from Rob, so.
I'm late to the stream. How does it do with PS2? We will take a look at that. Have you tried PS2 already?
Not yet. Nope.
Not yet.
Yeah, we have a lot of PS2 requests. Yep.
Which is funny because PS2. How many PS2 games can you really get away with not having joysticks on?
A lot more than you think. A lot more than you think.
Really?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. It'll be a kind of a fun thing to explore.
And as the D-pad is dome and the face buttons are membrane. Yes, that's right. Yep, you got dome. I think it's a dome. The quiet clicky. I just call it by the clicky factor. It's a quiet clicky.
This,
I believe that's dome and face buttons. Yes, are membranes for sure.
yeah, they're definitely a little.
It's pretty much
clacky.
the same setup that Retroid's been using now since the 3 Plus at this point.
Yeah,
I guess
3 Plus. Yeah. Link's Awakening for Link's Awakening DX for GBC. Yep, Cooper, we can do that one.
This isn't looking good for F-Zero.
Scurry Dog, we did that. 64.
Well, we're gonna have to do what we did yesterday.
Oh,
did you check dual core option?
Hold on, I probably didn't.
So you gotta close. We learned yesterday you gotta close the game.
Okay.
To switch
Yeah, you gotta close it, and
it's in general. I know these things now. See?
Yeah. So no, go back, Mike.
Hold on
and
the
then
game.
Hold the game. Yeah, you'll do a per game configuration for it. Yeah, but then you'll change it there.
Edit game settings.
Yeah, there you go. Config. Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm still on OpenGL.
Change it to Vulkan. Yeah, change it to Vulkan.
Definitely Vulcanize
It's gonna probably crash. It always does, like the first time, but you lose a little bit of that stability when you do the dual core option. But again, if you're really adamant about playing F-Zero GX, it will get you through the game.
And
got it.
For those of you wondering about Bait and Kados on Netflix here, that's while we're on GameCube here, let's try that one next if you have it, Mike.
It's really nice that that both of you have it, so like you guys can take time loading up while someone else is showing something. Yeah,
really
exactly. Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm loading up Pokemon on DS right now.
Okay. Well, let me do a little bit of F-Zero, and then we'll switch back to you, and I'll see if I can get a 3DS game on here really quick. Or a 3DS Pokemon. Actually, I can't imagine 3DS Pokemon being great without a D-pad, unfortunately, or without a joystick, because they map stuff to both.
Vulcan crashing. Is this a Star Trek episode?
Vulcan's about to crash out here. That's right. Caboose. Can we talk about the shipping deadline sometime this stream? Yeah, if you're still around, Caboose, let's talk about it now while we're doing this GameCube test. Shipping deadline is going to be basically now, probably the next day or two.
Yeah,
here. Definitely.
Much.
If you are planning to get this or any of the Retroids or AYNs or whatever device from China, I would get your order in by 4/20, Snoop Dogg's favorite holiday, and get that.
Hey, we met
order.
that guy.
We met a Snoop Dogg.
I know.
Yeah, close enough. It was close enough.
Also, Hitler's birthday apparently, but
oh geez,
it's like a dual-sided day, unfortunately. But it's also the shipping deadline where you're going to be most likely not paying the tariffs, because make sure you choose DHL shipping. Make sure don't do the 4-pix. Not this time. Pay the upcharge. Get that DHL shipping. Make sure to use the coupon RP Save. I think it's RP Mini 5 or no, RP Save 5, something like that. It's in our description. It saves you $5 at least, which is something. And if you're an RP Mini owner, you can do an additional bundle discount because of the whole kerfuffle with the screen. So you can do like RP Mini Save 10. Check on their website. It'll have it listed on the bottom. And that's going to do a stackable discount, so you can get $15 off the purchase. Now,
yep, and this shipping deadline, obviously, just to reiterate, just it's for us Americans, us in the United States. Everyone else, it's just the same thing as usual for everyone else. So
everybody else, just enjoy your life and order.
Pretty much enjoy all the colors that the Classic has to offer.
The business is, here's what you Canadians need to do. The business is import the handhelds for us. Just start importing them.
Yeah.
Upcharge us, and then list it somewhere. Maybe not eBay. Maybe like do your own thing. Save on the fees and just start selling Americans handhelds. Look, we have the fever, and the only
I got the fix you're looking for.
Yeah, the fix we're looking for. The only solution.
We'll meet them at the border. They'll kind of like we'll hand it over.
Like a big fake mustache, get the trench coat out. Like, hey, you got that retro,
like in Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, yeah, and then do the handoff, pay the money, and that's how we have to do it now. Because guess what? If you were interested in the teal or the berry or the, what was the third one? the green
Was it
kiwi.
Kiwi, yeah.
Yeah, if you're interested in those 3 colors, you have to change your order right now
I need that
because
Kiwi fix.
they won't be able to get those out in time. So, and the tariff upcharge initially on May 2nd, I believe, last I heard, as of 30 minutes ago, would be $25, or no, is it $30? It's
Who
$30 or
knows?
30%, I think it was. So
I love how we're gonna have a black market for sort of gray market devices.
Yeah, right.
yeah,
I don't know. Is
What a world.
Cho in chat? I'm gonna have to call upon him.
call upon your Canadian brethren.
Everyone, get your
Yeah.
Canadian hookups in check. Make
Now,
friends with a
lock them
Canadian if you
down.
have
Yeah.
to. Lock
Yeah.
them down.
But
Get-
not,
yeah,
but
those
not
deals in.
Canadians.
but not Cho. He's mine.
Canadians, you got to sponsor an
Yeah.
American. You just,
Yeah.
just
Hey, Cho is mine too because he's got that cream cake.
He does.
He's got that cream cake 1X fly for me.
So Stubbs, you can have Kyle.
okay. All right. Yeah,
Hey,
I'm here
Kyle's awesome. Kyle's longtime supporter.
for only
Yeah, he
$5
is.
a month, and we gotta have the Sarah McLaughlin music, sad Sarah McLaughlin music playing. in, like, black and
Sponsor
white.
sponsor a retro
Sweet
gamer
Grace.
YouTuber.
Sponsor a retro YouTuber for only $5 a month. You can help prevent me from starving from e-waste.
In the arms
Come
of
on.
an angel.
Come on, Rob.
Starts
You
playing.
got
The arms of a handheld.
you got Rob. You got to do the face.
Far from here, arms of
got-
these handhelds.
Just
You
for
gotta-
20 cents a day, you too can help feed a starving handheld owner.
Gotta do the face.
Of an angel. Please.
Mike, what's wrong with you, buddy?
I need e-waste. I need handhelds.
We've gone to the unhinged section of this of this
There's
live stream.
one single tear goes down my face. One single piece of e-waste. Please. I need emulation. We don't get handhelds anymore. We only get sadness.
It's,
Look at us playing
the-
corpo consoles like shmups. Like
I
schmucks.
I was gonna say I thought that was
I
gonna go
can't.
somewhere
I
else.
don't have a charger.
That's good. I like that. Like shmups. I almost said the other one.
Like fucks. That's one.
Oh,
Good thing band's not on. I mean, we would have already been demonetized by now.
Did Van get his
That guy's
voice
got a
back?
potty mouth on him.
Oh,
You beep.
Pokemon.
All right. I'll see what I can do about PS2. While you're
Nice.
doing that.
Yeah, we've had so many people ask about PS2.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do about PS2.
That's right, Retro Fun Tech. Retro Fun Tech is my.
Oh, hey,
can I
Kim.
be your Canadian adoptee? Please send me handhelds. Please, I'll die without them.
I like how the screen matches the actual color of the device right
Yeah,
now.
right.
That's actually really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed that.
Wow. Stack it. You got to stack it, Stubbs. There you go. I feel like you get a little more out of it.
Yes, I understand everything. Thanks. No info needed.
The worst is when it on the 3DS where you have to do like the spot pass thing. I hate that.
Yeah,
So annoying.
can we even emulate that? Sure, I'll be her. Yes. Her name is whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, why do we need to define everything in life? I can't. Something.
Yeah,
just
I was
exist as
gonna
something.
say, I don't think Kim is Canadian.
Dang it! I always forget that you're not Canadian. Why do I always think you're Canadian? For years, every time
I was like,
we
why?
have you on the show,
Why are you getting Kim
Every
to sponsor
time.
you?
every time you're on the show, I'm like, how's it going
The best
in
is
Canada?
she'll just like come to you and be like, yeah, I can't get the handhelds you're looking for. You realize like, I'm not in Canada.
It's because she has the accent of like someone who lives right north of her. She has like
Yeah.
is that Michigander accent,
Yep.
and it always throws me off. And then I'm like, "How's Canada doing?" She's like, "I don't live in Canada." I'm like, every time I forget. I will never remember you're not Canadian. I'm sorry. That's a thing now. I'm really sorry. I'm miscountrying you. I'm very, very sorry. Oh my goodness.
Hey,
Oh,
good
no.
news.
It's honorary Canadian.
Yeah. Well, we have Clef though. We have Tech Dweeb. We have Mr. Sujano. Although I did unfortunately.
Oh,
kill
I
his
call
cat,
dibs on
but-
Mr. Sujano. His voice is majestic.
I mean, this will look all right. You can full screen. You can swap between. I'm not great at Pokemon. I just why did you know? So, all right. Why am I at? Mike, someone wanted to see Betos, Baton Katos.
Baton Katos? Okay, stand by.
Yeah, they want to see you baiting on that Katos over there.
And,
So
and
let's say
Ban's
Beta
been
Katos.
waiting. Ban's been waiting 2 hours and 26 minutes for Burnout.
What's Burnout on?
He got burnout.
When did he get Burnout?
Oh no, he didn't get burnout. He is a burnout.
Someone give this man some Burnout.
But despite everything, I don't know that I'd rather be Canadian. You guys got the double taxes though, so I guess maybe it evens out in the end. But I lived in Canada before, and I have family from there, so I've been in and out of being a Canadian, I suppose, throughout my life a little bit.
He's raw dogged it through Canada.
Yeah, a little bit. Mike, are we gonna bait in that Katos, dude?
I'm on it.
All right,
He's
He's
the
the master of
master of it.
I've
Greg.
never played Baton Katos before.
Yeah, we're getting slap happy right now.
It helps
Eric,
in
It's been a
between the
long
lulls, right?
week.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been a crazy week.
we gotta entertain ourselves here.
Apparently, I'm raw dogging Baton Katos.
Cool. What should I load up next? Do we want to do? We promised people we want to.
Do you have any PS2? Because then we can like kind of alternate between.
Yeah. I'll
between
get
that.
PS2 going. How about that?
Yeah.
Eternal Wings in the Lost Ocean. Is that correct?
Yes.
If that's what you have.
All right. See what I can do.
What is this mythical sleep that you speak of? Right. I think I'm running on like
Sleep.
4 hours right now.
Yeah, man.
Me too.
I'm looking for the name of that. I think Nether SX2 3668 is what we want to be doing.
That's what you
Ooh.
want.
Tony Hawk would be a good one to test. Someone was saying. Yeah, those would work just fine with just the D-pad.
Sure. Are you talking PS2?
Anything really, just Tony Hawk, you know. But yeah, I mean, yeah, let's go PS2. Why not, right? Let's show off what this thing can do.
Aight.
Let's do it. Let's push it a little bit. It does suck about the whole situation though, because I actually this is like one device where I would end up with more than just like 2 or 3 colors. I mean, just I love the way
We're
this
gonna
thing
buy
looks.
the whole pack. Don't lie.
Except for purple, which is ironic for me.
Who's this guy? Get a haircut.
What? Ben, can you
Hey!
are you
up,
able
man?
to speak again?
Yeah, I can speak. again.
Oh, yeah.
Stop
See?
speaking! Stop
See?
speaking!
I got it. I
got too
adjusted his
close to
mic.
the mic,
There
sorry.
you
I
go.
got I got too close
I
to the mic.
fixed it.
Thank you.
Andrew said I wouldn't, so I just showed up.
Don't put this on me.
Hey, no, you could go back and chat. You said that I wouldn't.
I know,
Yeah,
because
see?
you normally wouldn't.
You guys
No.
borrowing chatting again.
We got another
No.
request for Burnout.
Th-
We'll probably
let's
do
do
Burnout
Burnout.
Revenge though, just because
Why-
it's just easier to
I
get
l-
into.
I love
Why is it
Burnout
just me on the
Revenge.
screen?
Oh, I thought people might want to see like an update on your collection.
What is that? Is that the
You stretching?
what is
It's
that?
the Vagabond.
I need to get a Vagabond. Does it fit like iPad mini size tablets?
So I did an unboxing video on it not too long ago, and in the recording, I was like, I can't get the Legion Go in or the Y700 into it. Well, someone in the comments was like, well, you're putting it in wrong.
He's not raw dogging correctly.
Wait, are they talking about putting it in a vertical orientation?
No,
Lee boy.
I was putting it in wrong horizontally.
Wait, how do you put the tablet in wrong horizontally? It only goes one way.
I should have put the USB-C port in first.
Oh
Oh,
man.
ban.
Oh
Come on.
man.
I did it.
No.
I did it from the other
No.
side.
Oh wow.
No.
You never do it from the other side.
Wait, what?
Well, now I know. Don't worry, I know now.
There's so much to learn.
These kids these days, man.
I know kids
They
these
see
days.
they see things on the internet, you know.
All right, we're ready.
I think it's just a pattern though of everyone joining in with a mic too loud.
Too loud tech. Gotta
yeah,
have
because
him on
like
the show,
I
too.
go in and edit the settings in StreamYard just because for whatever reason StreamYard likes to put it super loud.
Mm.
Well, you just needed to know that I could talk. That's it.
All right. Well, I've got.
Talk
Well, you're
to
doing
these
that. I've got
hands.
Bait and Kados on my device. I had to be careful the way I said that. And I'm gonna get Burnout Revenge ready too.
Lee thought it
Ooh.
was the voice of God that came into chat.
If that's what he
Whoa.
sounds like, I'm sorry.
We're screwed.
It's all over.
All right, Burnout Revenge, everybody. Here
Oh
we go.
yes, I'm so
Oh,
excited.
you got
for this.
Burnout
go.
Revenge? Okay.
I'm pumped for
Cool.
this.
So I'm gonna
I'm
do
really pumped.
automatic mapping. Let's see what it does with that controller type. DualShock 2. So let's see what we get.
And this is a game I think that you could use either or, I believe. I forget if it just works with D-pad or analog stick. But that one shouldn't be too hard to get it working.
I love Burnout Revenge so much.
I love it too.
I actually was
Same.
just picking up a physical copy of this for my actual PS2.
Yeah,
When
Burnout
did you
is
get a
just-
PS2?
Yeah, I got a cheapo one for like $40, and the guy was
Oh,
like,
nice.
"You kind of have to like smack it to get it to read discs." So I'm like, "All right."
Nah, don't worry about it. You'll just start loading games off the memory card
Memory
slot.
card.
Yeah.
I need
Oh,
to.
so I did something really cool with the PS2 back in the day before I became a YouTuber. I found the network card thing for like $6.
Yes, that's the big brain move where you put it all on the
Yeah.
hard drive.
You put it on. I put it on the
Yep.
hard drive. It's actually my Dance Dance Revolution machine.
Yep. See, this is what we did
Ooh.
before retro handhelds. That's how
What?
we
Hold
could.
Yeah.
on. One second. Question. This is a good question. The Mega Maverick. I might have missed it. How's the D-pad? The official retro video looks a little floppy. So it's just the same D-pad as the RP5, truly in all ways, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
It's
has
not
that similar
floppy.
movement.
Yeah, it's just that, dome switch style.
Do we need to do? Did we do Contra Test?
I mean, I'm doing one in my live look that'll
Okay.
release a little later tonight.
All right.
But-
So
Okay, this
so
is
I won't do Contra Test then. I won't. steal
this
your
is
thunder.
crazy. Do you want to
Yeah,
put the
yeah.
frame counter up? Stubbs,
Oh,
if
yeah,
you have a
good
chance.
call.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
good call.
gosh. Burnout
Yeah.
machine.
Burnout
This is
machine, yeah.
crazy to me. This is
Yeah,
pretty
yeah, yeah.
awesome.
Okay, so we're at. I don't know if we're in Vulkan. Let me check the driver. We're in OpenGL. So we switch to Vulkan.
This is just
Let's
leave
do
it
a
at native for
1X.
right now. Yeah.
Yeah, native for Burnout.
No, this is crazy. This
All right,
looks
guys.
like it's full speed.
Holy cow.
That's insane to me. Holy crap.
Like, oh,
Okay, we got slowed down. Yep.
okay.
What's the frame rate though when you get that slowed down? What does it say, Stubbs?
It's only for a second.
Just look for the red. Just look for red.
I wonder if we can get away with full speed on the PAL version at native resolution.
Maybe.
But still, I mean, like there are definitely tweaks that can be made. I mean, this is really good performance. What the heck?
Yeah. PS2's
Yeah.
cooking, man.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Like, this is really good PS2 performance for
Yeah,
$120.
this is crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
What's the comparison on the Snapdragon on this thing versus like on the RP Mini and the RP5?
I forget. Well, I think Andrew would know better for that. What was it like a Snapdragon like 4, some random like chipset that they based it off of?
Yeah, it's the 4 Gen 1 or the 4 Gen 2.
Yeah, it's some really random one that they based it off of. It has very similar numbers to it.
Okay, so it's a less.
It's gonna be a
powerful.
very efficient chip, that's for sure. Because I think this is a
Yeah.
4-nanometer chip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is gonna be pretty dang efficient.
It's kind of like what they did with the G3X.
Yep.
How it's basically a Gen 2, Gen 2, but like overclocked with a different GPU.
Any other PS2 game requests while we're in here?
Yeah, we have a request. Someone would like to know how old Ben is.
Hey, I'm not 40.
I think he's a quarter century.
Yeah, as of last Sunday, I'm 25.
Oh, happy birthday, man! Again.
I'm
Yeah,
so sad.
Happy
I like
birthday, man.
As
couldn't
of
stick
last
around.
Sunday, I am much older than 25.
Yes, Quadzilla is
Yeah.
correct. Ben is like
Yeah,
17.
If
Yeah,
if
There
I
it
would have
is.
shaved the beard, I'd probably look like 14.
That's my problem. I,
I mean,
shave
so-
my
so
beard.
would
I look like a little baby. I'm not allowed to shave
Do
my
it,
beard. I've been told
do it,
I'm not allowed
do
to.
it.
Mega Man X7.
No, I'm not trying to be single here.
Oh wait, we wanted Tony
Yeah,
Hawk.
wait till after the wedding.
Right? Surprise!
Surprise, you're stuck with it.
Yay!
Wedding day.
Oh,
Hey, James.
Oh, hey, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 40 next week too. So co-birthday buddies, 40-year-olds.
Hey.
I'll be 40
Ev-
in eight months or so, I guess. 7 months, whatever it is.
Everything hurts.
I'll be 40 in about 15 years. Sorry.
It's all right, man. Maybe I'll outlive you.
That's oh boy.
Press F to pay respects. That's what the
We'll
band's gonna
see.
do.
Kyle, happy birthday.
Nice. Happy
43.
birthday, Kyle.
So many
Yeah.
April birthdays.
Y'all
Yeah,
some young fellers.
seriously.
We know what your parents were doing, eh?
Yeah, they're having sex.
Raw dogging
Raw.
it.
Why am I in here again?
Because you like us when we go unhinged.
That
We're all
is
getting a
true.
little tired.
That's
We're all-
that's
we're
why
all a
I
little tired.
joined.
You heard the tone shift, didn't you?
Well, I knew the tone shifts at 2.5 hours. I know that.
Yeah, you had your timer going. And you're like, oh, there it is.
The timer is the stream.
We can only hold it in for so long.
Well,
just
Oh,
long
wow.
enough for Reddit not
Quadzilla's
to
birthday
yell.
as well. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Quadzilla.
Yeah, a lot of
Jeez.
birthdays. Wow.
Raw on 420.
Yeah, man. Stubbs and Dawson.
But I just
Oh, your first name's Dawson. Your last name is James. Okay. I've been calling you James.
interesting.
Dawson. We're like Russ and Tech Tweeb. That's right.
yeah.
Let's make a video for April Fools. All right, so here we are in Tony Hawk's Proving Ground. Now in PS2, you can also sub-resolution it, so we can go below
Yeah.
1x,
Mhm.
which we might want to do here because, well, it's
I feel like
actually not-
0.75 would be okay on this, you know?
Yeah, on a screen this big.
Yeah, I think it'd be okay. This is wild to me, though.
Oh yeah.
Those
This pe-
performance
yeah.
cores are working overtime here. That's awesome.
Yeah, that runs okay. One other one, PS2.
What do you got in there? That would be
You got
kind of
Tekken.
interesting. Tekken, Soul Calibur would be kind of cool to check out. I know those will all be pretty good to. Because again, I'm just trying to think about games that you know you don't need that analog stick as much for.
There's Silent Hill. No, we're gonna need this. We're gonna need a stick for that.
Klonoa might be a cool one, but I think that one might be too much for this. But we could give it a
Katamari?
shot.
I didn't know you
Katamari,
were
I
gonna
feel like
have
Wait,
Katamari.
how are you
That
gonna do
needs a stick.
Katamari?
He's talking about that Klonoa.
Oh, you need 2 joysticks for
Wait,
Katamari.
you didn't
That's
pick.
not gonna work.
You didn't pick
you
Klonoa.
picked Katamari.
Yeah,
Oh,
he picks the one game where you specifically need to have sticks. Solid choice there.
10 out of 10.
Oh,
Honestly.
Katamari for PSP.
Did he open it again?
Possible.
no.
I didn't think of that. I
Okay.
do have God of War.
How did he switch to Klonoa that fast? Wow, that's impressive. I didn't even see it happen.
Did we?
You're too
did we
busy
see,
laughing at him.
Did we see
That's
Bait and
true.
Katos?
I'm working on it. It's
Okay.
give me a hard time.
It's all good.
I'm working on
The
it.
perfectly wrong game choice. Yes, very much so.
See, this is how you trim down how many games you've installed on a device. Just take away more controls.
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
They're helping us, solve choice paralysis.
Yeah.
Well, right now I have choice
That's right.
paralysis over playing on the classic or playing on the DMG. I'm trying to decide which one I like better.
Well, you pick one and then you sell me the other.
That's
Oh
what
man, you have
usually
enough.
happens.
This is
I
enough
don't.
out of you.
I don't think I have enough.
Hey,
and
this is
Have you
this
Ben
is
seen
and
my
I-
Wii?
okay. This is awesome. Wow.
Oh wow!
God.
Yeah, because this game can be pretty tricky to run too. Yeah, that's crazy.
I was gonna say that was running smooth.
Wow, this is awesome. This is awesome.
We can try
Very
a Bluetooth
cool.
controller in a minute. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Stubbs has plenty.
Yes.
Very cool.
I got that Cyclone. We could try.
I've got the ether here too.
Oh, you want to do it? All right.
I'll do it because I'm still trying to get Bait and Kados to cooperate.
I like. I mean, again, like this is a pleasant surprise with this device in terms
it's
of
running
PS2
native.
performance. Yeah, no, that's
there's-
really cool.
Oh,
There's no compromises.
What's your battery life like right now, Stubbs?
So yeah, we've been chugging this thing, and it's still at 59%.
Wow,
Holy
that's
cow.
crazy. That's
That's
crazy. That's
All day.
insane.
all day.
Yeah, my battery has moved exactly 2% since I've
I'm,
gotten on the
like,
stream.
Super pumped right now. I'm really excited to get this.
finally, a reason
Really.
to get rid of my RP1.
Yeah, to me.
All right.
That's wild. Like, see, this is a game that I could play on a device like that all day long, no problem.
Oh yeah, this feels great. Honestly.
Yeah.
This feels.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
And 4x3 content, you got minimal bezels at the top and bottom.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, but in that era, you know, all the PS2 games 4.3, no
Yeah.
problem. You know, so yeah, it's just kind of crazy. I wouldn't even be upset if you stretched it, Stubbs.
Stretch it. See how it stretches.
Do you think Switch would even be an option on this, given what you told
Yeah.
me before?
Yeah. We were running Switch.
Yeah, we were messing
were.
around with it a little bit. Yeah.
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 Were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple games you can get pretty close, and you can actually sub resolution. You know, go below 1x
Yeah.
to like 0.5, and we were hitting full speed with that. So
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers.
if it's 2D, if it's a
Yeah.
2D title, then I think you could have some luck.
Yeah, we actually tested Shredder's Revenge, the Android version. And
Oh,
it ran,
okay.
It ran fine. Yeah, it was no issue.
I thought
Did
it
it
was
run?
kind of cool that
Did it auto adjust to 4.3?
So that game does not have a it's only in 16:9. It doesn't adjust at
Ooh.
all. It puts borders depending on your device.
I mean, I thought it was
Gotcha.
cool that it at least had the borders to
Yeah.
begin with.
Yeah, that's really cool that it does that.
Pair new device.
Yeah,
Let's
Stubbs.
see.
Someone says just to stretch it raw.
Yeah. Put it in that 31:27 aspect ratio.
Well, oh, you want me to stretch this for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
It's not going to
Well,
be that bad, honestly.
No, that's what I mean. I'm like, it's not going to be that bad. So yeah, go for it.
It's not as bad as you stretching PSP on the RGB 30.
Stubbs has hit
See?
his wall.
I mean, that's so you know, Klonoa's a little bit skinnier than usual, but that's fine. You know.
Yeah, there you go. So we're stretching it. You good with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks awesome.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
This is
Yeah, looks good.
crazy.
Yeah.
Looks
Honestly,
good.
that doesn't look bad at all.
No, it's really cool. That's really cool.
Don't tempt fate. Save that state. All right, no more PS2. Get the hell out of here.
The-
What do we want now? What's going on? Do. You want to benchmark?
You got Link's Awakening DX,
Yeah, let's do.
and then
Retroid.
maybe yeah benchmark. That's a good idea.
That was so much fun doing that benchmark race yesterday. That was cool. So let's do that again. Shit. What are we doing? Link's birthday party? What'd you say?
Link's Awakening DX.
Link's.
I don't know.
You think we could play the CDI version?
Oh God. Why?
What do you mean? Why not?
Mar-
Oh. Have you guys ever seen like clips from that game? How awful it is.
I've seen clips.
I've emulated it. I went to great
Yes.
lengths to emulate CDI.
It's rough.
Hey guys, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put on a shader. So here we go, and I know how to do
Oh,
it.
that's
now.
a good one. Grimace's birthday. You should do that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of Marzipan Beef Reverser?
What in the world did you just say?
What'd you call me?
Marzipan beaver trapper? What'd you say?
I'm gonna work on it while you're playing.
Work on pronunciation or work on doing something else?
I feel like the world needs to know Marzipan Beef Reverser.
I have no idea what you said after marzipan.
It's talking about our beaver. Something I don't know. Something about adopting a beaver. I'm not sure what.
Adopting a beaver named Marzipan.
Excuse me?
Isn't marzipan a type of cake?
Yes, it's also a character in the Homestar Runner website.
Oh, okay.
Did I just date myself?
Yeah.
Oh
if
yeah.
If you could though, that'd be
Man,
so
you can't
weird
answer that.
if you could date yourself.
I
Would
probably
you raw
would
dog
break
it,
up.
though?
I
Oh,
no.
Oh,
No.
That's pretty. I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
demonetized.
No, we're about to get canceled.
I'll
Oh.
leave.
You're not allowed.
Okay, here's the thing about this lady though, is like she's like, wait, don't leave. I got something to tell you, and she keeps yelling at the door. It's like, why not tell it to me while I'm at the door? You're already talking. Why do you want me to walk back to you?
Because you need your shield.
Like, why can't she walk? Like, I'm already walking this way.
You need to
There's
get
an
your
answer,
shield.
but I've already gotten us canceled.
Oh.
All right, so good news. Whenever you're ready, I have both Bait and Katos and a Bluetooth controller set up.
Nice.
Look, you
Hey,
an hour.
I recognize that controller. I watched your video today on that.
So did I.
I didn't.
I haven't seen anything. I'm
Only
sorry.
$30.
I'm a horrible friend.
It's not
Yeah,
a bad
it's
controller for $30, quite frankly.
No.
Who's Frank?
How does the start and select placement feel to you, Stubbs? Does it feel
fine.
pretty?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a little loud.
it's a little weird
clicky.
just because like it's stacked.
It's a little
That's kind of-
strange.
yeah.
Yeah. No real
Yeah.
plus or minus to that for me, I suppose. Like I know where, as long as I know where they're at, right? They're there. There they are. It's not a big reach to go press them. But it's a little strange to have them up and down, so I keep pressing the wrong button. Come back here.
I think I gotta map the.
I missed this comment from Matt Davis. Inside of Mikhailov, there are
no.
two wolves. Neither wants to date the other.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong. I would break
I
up
love
with
that
myself
the
in a
wolves
second.
thing is just carried on for like 2 weeks now.
This is what we needed, honestly.
Amazing. Hey, we got a new member, Daniel Cloud.
Hey, Daniel. Thank you for becoming a member. We hope to provide you great value over your time and limit the disappointment you will feel with us.
Wow.
I'm sure he appreciates the honesty, honestly.
Honestly, we
Honestly,
try.
honestly,
Honestly.
We try our best.
Nailed it, man.
I'm
High
not gonna
five,
lie.
Bob.
I appreciate that honesty. Honestly,
Yeah, honestly, I appreciate the honesty.
Okay,
Honestly, though.
boys.
All right, guys. Now, what Metal Gear Solid somebody wanted?
What in tarnation?
What else was in the start?
What tarnation?
PS2, so we did that. Link's Awakening, got that one done. We got Bait and Katos. Have we done that one yet? Still not.
Just doing
Mike's
button
cooking over there.
Yeah, just doing
Mike's
button
magic-
mapping, and I'll be ready.
I mean, he's cooking like a full course meal over there.
We got Magic.
Oh my
Mike over
god,
there.
it is really hard to get Bait and Katos for some reason.
You're doing the Lord's
Cooking
work.
some marzipan, apparently.
I did that one. Marzipan
So
took me 2
marzipan's
seconds.
delicious. Hey, Mike. You ever have Italian cookies, rainbow cookies?
Oh yeah.
Oh
think
yeah,
I've-
that's the good stuff.
I think Rob's ready for dinner.
You know, I had ice cream for dinner.
That's probably not good.
So we have LCD 3X
Tasty.
Is that Metal Gear?
shader. Yep, Metal Gear.
Nice.
God, that looks so good.
GBC.
Yeah, it really does
Yeah.
look good. That looks awesome.
Yeah. This is that type of screen where it's not like a nice, easy to touch screen. You probably want to get a screen protector on this, by the way, right away. Right away. I don't have real great like this. A kid sees this in your household. There is a 100% chance the kid is picking this up. 100% chance.
That's a
The
smart
more-
kid.
I wish that kid were me. I mean, can you imagine having
Yeah.
this as a kid? Oh man,
Get a screen protector.
crazy.
Not only because the screen type is going to be a little bit sticky, you know, when you try to drag your finger across, it's not going to be a smooth feeling. So get a good smooth tempered glass. I think they have one on the Retroid website.
Do they include one in the box?
No, they didn't. I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't think they did.
Has Metal Gear ever been Game of the Month
I
for
don't
Game Boy
know.
Color? I don't think it has. I could have
it
sworn it was up for voting recently.
Ah. Here's the thing. Oh no. Just get back. Okay.
You ever play the Game Boy Color port of Perfect Dark?
Yes,
Yeah, that's a cool one too.
I actually have the cart for that.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Look at those
Someone
pixels.
wants to know if it rattles, like when you do the shake test. Does it have any like rattling?
Nope.
No rattling.
None
Nice.
whatsoever.
Wow, nice. That's awesome.
All right. Let's do Bait and Kato. So are we ready for that? Or controller test? One of
I
the two?
thought I was, but this game is really it's like a 2-disc game. And
wanna-
it's Dolphin is not agreeing with it.
Do you want to try that controller test?
We'll do the controller test, yeah. Let me just
Bait and Katos is going to be a no from us, dog. I'm sorry.
yeah, let me just try one more time to move it.
And then we had one last request here for Nintendo 64, so I'll get that prepped. Do a little wave
Okay.
race.
I'll do the game.
Wave Race would be a good one to throw on there. We could probably like close it all out with some benchmarks to kind of.
We're going to close it out with benchmarks. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'm
let's-
starting
here's
to lose
RetroArch.
steam here.
Steam.
Stream. Yeah, I was thinking wave race might be not Wipeout. Whatever, Wipeout's fine.
I always forget there was a Wipeout for Nintendo 64.
Yeah, me too.
Of course, I picked the clickiest controller to use.
Good.
All right.
Feel
So
the pain.
you guys don't know Marzipan Beef Reverser.
PG Cruel PG Baron. Will there be a review of Retroid Mini with the new screen? I did not order it, but I know I think Russ did. I think he's going to be kind of taking the lead on that one.
I have the screen replacement coming in.
I think that's what he's asking. Yeah.
I think either or. Yeah, honestly.
Do you guys think that Retroid's going to sell the device with that screen just installed already?
That would be nice
as like an option. That would be
that'd be
nice
great.
because I don't want to sacrifice my Saturn model for that.
I know.
Yeah, me neither. That's
Yeah,
why
I
I
know.
didn't. That's why I didn't request it.
I am currently on the
Same.
lookout for a different RP Mini to mutilate.
And Dawson, much latency. You notice any latency with that controller?
No, not at all.
That's good. Okay. 6 GB, right? Your model?
My model's a 6 GB. Yeah,
But mine is also.
yeah.
The only 4 gig was on the retro colorway, I believe.
Raptor, so stay tuned for more content from us. We will cover more of this. We're gonna stop with the gameplay testing after this N64 game here, and we're gonna move into benchmarks before we close it out. and get on tour nights. We'll all be working on
Okay,
more
whatever
content, more
whatever
videos.
Michaela was playing, that's my kind of game right there. That looks awesome.
It's
Yeah, I'll write
marzipan.
that.
It's marzipan beef
that-
river, sir.
That looks amazing.
I'll
That
write that one down though.
sure is a game.
But it looks
I lo-
great though.
It does.
Ah.
I love Baldur's Gate.
Press
the
any
Baldur's Gate
button.
series.
Hey,
Press
hey,
any button.
That's how I say that word. I love how it's actually spelled that way. It's great.
All right,
Press any
N64. Here
button.
we go. Wipeout.
Cool. Do you have
Which is
any?
No.
Nope, no controls. You have to map them.
So what you have to do here is go into your controls, port 1 controls. You can select analog to digital, right? Or no, this isn't what we want. We need a joystick for this. We're gonna have to manually. We're gonna have to map it right to the joystick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So left stick up is gonna have to be D-pad up. Down, left, right. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Hack it.
Yeah, Kenny's saying
Hey.
the same thing. How he doesn't want to give up. He has a 16-bit mini. He doesn't want to give it up for the new screen. It's the same
Yeah.
issue.
If they would do a black and a white screen, I would probably try it. But I really like the
Yeah,
Saturn
Jordan
look.
was saying that he
Yeah.
saw a video on
Yeah.
the new screen. Yeah, I'm assuming you're talking about the install video.
This is not a good game for this test.
Oh, oh
Do you have Wave
no.
Race by any chance?
Yeah, let me go with my original plan.
You might have that same issue though. You might have to
Yeah,
map it too.
I meant to.
I'm trying
do
to think
that.
what's a game that actually just worked with D-pad out of the box.
I don't know.
There's very few. There's not a lot.
It was like
Kirby.
This
yeah,
Kirby one?
Kirby's
so.
one.
Yeah.
I don't know
Alright.
if you have
If you got
Kirby.
Kirby, yeah, try that.
because
Man,
we
I
know
wanted to play
Stubbs
Wave
loves
Race.
Kirby. We know
Oh,
Stubbs loves
I
Kirby.
love Kirby.
So Retroid actually has a video with just showcasing the new screen. I gotta check that out. I haven't seen that yet.
Oh
that's
yeah,
cool.
I haven't seen that either. Although I don't know, I'd be kind of reluctant to put that screen on the mini. I like the 4x3 screen. I know it's
But that's the thing though. Think about it. It's an OLED panel. So if you have like the black one, right?
yeah.
You won't know the difference. If you're displaying 4:3 content on that, it won't
That
look
is
any
true.
different, right?
That is true. if
So
you
it's
have
like
a-
you
if you have
think
a
you
black
think about it, it's
panel.
like why didn't Retroid just do that to begin with?
I know.
All right, let's get our
Yeah.
benchmarks going. All right, Mike, do you want to do Geekbench on your
Yeah, sure.
devices? And while you do that, I'm going to do the Wildlife Extreme on mine.
Smart.
All right.
Nice.
Or
Dumb
no, you
question.
sorry, opposite. You do Wildlife Extreme. I will do Geekbench because it crashed on me earlier. So let me see if I can.
So while they get that
someone
set
needs
up,
to tell me how to do Wildlife Extreme. Is it the 3D Mark app?
3D Mark app, and then
Okay.
inside you go and download the one that is called Wildlife Extreme Stress Test. Or no, sorry, just Wildlife Extreme.
Okay, I'm on it.
Cool. And then we'll run it side by side on a
Um,
few devices.
I'm gonna do it on the ones that I have here, the Mini and the DMG. The
I'm
DMG
gonna-
is gonna trump everything. That's
I'm going to do
just-
Snapdragon 865 chipset with this Flip 2,
okay. Like, yeah.
and then we'll do it against this
Trying
one.
to think if there's anything I have that's weaker that runs Android, but I don't think so. I just have Retroid Odin 2, AYANEO DMG.
And for good measure, since this is another device that came out this week, the RG557. Which, by the way, it still has 6 battery percent after all of the craziness we did yesterday. I went and played it in bed last night, by the way, and it is a really comfortable bed handheld. Really comfortable bed handheld. I was
the
very
557 is growing on me.
Oh, yeah.
I was so angry when I saw the sticks and I was using them and I was just like,
so comfortable, so comfortable.
but I'm like, it's a tough one. It's actually growing on me quite a bit.
Yeah, except for that, the PWM. Again, you don't see that with your eyes, just on camera. And it's because I
but
don't
that
have
will affect some people who have the sensitivities
for
to
sure
it as well.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
All right, CPU benchmark, and this one. CPU benchmark, and this one. CPU benchmark. Now we wait. Now is the most exciting moment. These tests take a long time.
They
Talk
do.
amongst yourselves. I'll
Yeah,
give you a topic.
benchmarking is just very time consuming.
I'm actually gonna start mine, so that I just have the numbers.
You just have the results. That's yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's,
just so I have the results, so that way we're not.
So this is in high performance mode. High performance mode, and this is actually the high performance mode gives worse results on the 557. We don't know why.
What?
So that is turned off here. We get higher clock speeds when that is turned off.
I'm also doing the same. I'm jacking everything up to high performance mode.
Man, I like that white colorway though.
Battery died on my FPGBC.
Oh my gosh.
You love my color combination here, Ban. I know you do.
He ruined that one. It was a lot better.
Rob did it better.
I have the other buttons. I have the other buttons.
Thank you.
Like, hold on. Let me grab my Game Boy Color.
Rip to the owl who sold this to me. He had to leave today, but got a good deal on this. So
wait, did I sell that to you?
You sold it to the guy, and he sold it to me.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait.
I might swap in another button color. I thought that the pinkish red would look good with this, but
no.
You guys have me convinced that I'm in the wrong.
No.
Is it not good?
No.
Is it that bad? Is my color comboing that bad?
Yes. Do not become an interior designer.
What about my Miyoo Mini Plus?
I mean,
I
don't know, Ben. Ben, what do you say?
Okay.
What do you say?
I think the plus is better than the color.
I agree. Yeah.
Have you guys seen?
I agree with that.
Look,
what about this 35XX?
Oh no.
Stubbs, look at what I've got right here. Look, keep it simple, stupid.
What, blue and black?
Like, look, it's just such a nice color.
I love that you have the Tetris chromatic.
It's such a simple one.
So
hey, what about the R33S? Look at this thing.
The colors of the carts, I just love
them. Oh, yeah.
Look how great these look. I love this. Like, just love that.
You like
the fun colors, yeah. It's good stuff.
I got a mod.
I just like keeping it simple.
Yeah, it's pretty. I like that. It's very simple. It's very simple. I mean, what about this though? This is very boring. I want to put like maybe DMG red buttons in this one. And the FPGBC, the only mod I did on this is remove the black buttons, and I gave it the red DMG buttons.
Like, that one's not bad, honestly.
All right.
Those chromatics, have you seen how much those colors are going for that are not the GameStop
crazy.
one? Yeah, what
like
the heck?
$400, $500, $600.
Yeah,
people really love their, and the arms dealer who makes these, he's not seeing that money, so he's probably like, oh damn, he's gonna send drones to their house. Where's my money? My name's Palmer. I'm lucky.
Here,
is this gonna fly to your house? Give me my money.
Yep, we're losing Stubbs. We're losing Stubbs.
Losing him while I got out my GB boy.
We're just waiting for results, so passing the time here.
Stubbs, have you ever seen a GB boy?
Oh, I got one of those right here, actually.
Yeah, I used to have one of those. It was whelming, if anything.
It wasn't that bad. It's a little backlit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a knockoff Game Boy Color from like 10 years ago.
Yeah, but the impressive
it was actually very cool back then. It was actually
I didn't know
cool
I had
device.
Metal Gear Solid at the cart for it. Look at that, it's in there.
It's got the 188 in 1.
This is like ADHD.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite game. 188 in 1. Love that.
Don't worry. It's got everything you could ever need. The
aspect ratio on that is like just slightly off on it.
Yeah, it's slightly squished. So unlike Stubbs stretching for the classic, making Klonoa like skinnier, it's squishing everyone and
Mega
making
Man suddenly got real fat.
Yeah. What is it? Had to triple up the transparency.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
So you want to hear something funny?
I
Play
love
Store,
funny things.
Play Store has crashed on the Pocket DMG multiple times.
That is funny.
Oh no.
Why does that not surprise
Ha.
me? Why does that not surprise me? Hashtag just AYANEO things.
Yeah.
It's too long of a hashtag, Rob. It won't trend.
Okay, I tried.
Yeah,
Hashtag
I can't.
Aya
I
things.
can't. I can't get 3D mark on this.
Just hashtag Arthur.
Well, I have a 3D mark test in my video coming out later tonight. I got through that part of it, but I didn't do any comparisons against other devices, unfortunately. We have our results from our handhelds last night.
No internet. Oh my gosh.
But here we go.
Matt
So
Davis does have a point. DMG stands for damage.
I like that. Oh, first one's done.
So we got a 1476 single core 4570 multi-core Geekbench 6 here on the Anbernic RG557. We're still waiting on the Pocket Flip 2. It's getting there though. Super solid results.
Oh, got a forced landscape.
And again, just as a reminder, this is a Snapdragon 865, Dimensity D8300, Snapdragon G2 Gen 1? G3 Gen 2? Andrew?
Oh, crap.
Let me pull it up here. I got it right here. It is a G1 Gen 2.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So confusing.
That's Qualcomm for you.
What else is confusing is that they sent me another lanyard in today's box that came with the Classic, and I'm like, "Oh my god, a lanyard! Yay!" And I
didn't get a lanyard.
I was wondering about that because I can't find. There's no hole on here for a lanyard, only on the flip, and so now I have 4 lanyards and 1 flip.
Just put them all on there.
Buy 3 more flips.
That's true. I will have 2 flips supposedly. I bought one. If we want to revisit anything while we're waiting on these, now is a great time to do some more size comparisons, by the way. If you were wondering about like the brick or just anything in chat, let us know. I don't mind revisiting a few things like that. This is probably a very boring section of the video to watch.
But do you have a Miyoo Mini? Like the small one?
I don't yeah. I have one. Well, I have the body of one. Hold on.
The body of one. Got it.
What does that mean that you have the body of one?
I think he just ripped out the entire. Oh,
Yep. That's exactly what he means.
So there you go. There's the Miyoo Mini. Look at that.
Now I know what to expect because I've got like 5 minis, so I can
Look at that.
compare.
You have a problem.
Yeah.
Wow.
Please compare it to the DMG again. Mike, you have the DMG.
I have the DMG. I will.
Yeah.
Give me a sec.
It's pretty similar in size to a DMG. Yeah.
Gonna take my DMG dibs now.
You would think it wouldn't be.
I'm
just
already
because-
sending this to you, Band.
Oh,
Nice.
what? This is news to me.
I'm sending this to you. I'm sending it to you, and I'm sending you the Legos.
Ah,
here-
the Legos.
Stubbs, do you have your 40XXV on you?
Yeah, I have it,
Yeah,
and I also have my.
someone's,
Oh,
John's
we
asking
got
about that.
results, everybody. Hold on. Desh Fry, is he scrolling past it on purpose? What am I scrolling past? Let me know if I'm making mistakes. I do that a lot.
You're always making mistakes.
I never
in our
mean
heart.
to upset anybody. Okay,
No,
so
no, Stubbs.
here's
no.
the RG Nano.
No, that's the wrong Anbernic device.
Okay. There's that. We do have Geekbench results now. So let's go over that, and then I'll show you the 40XXV. Okay, so starting out on the lower end chipset of the 3 here, we have a Geekbench single core score of 1,000, multi-core of 2342. Let's write these down or screen some. If somebody, I'll grab a screenshot.
I got it.
You got it. Thank you. The Flip 2, 1215, 3426 multi-core, 1476, 4570 Dimensity, D8300 wins, beats all of these. However, this is a much better result than I was getting earlier today.
Yeah,
this is
that's-
actually sub 1000. It was like 950. So,
But still, I mean, those numbers are pretty dang good.
are pretty good, right?
Yeah, no, that's crazy. 1,000
Okay.
on a single core, then 2,300 multi-core. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Not too bad. Should we run GPU?
Yes.
You know what's funny is I never run the Geekbench GPU test. I just use 3D Mark as my GPU benchmark.
People were asking though about Geekbench. It takes longer than 3D Mark. Should I switch over to 3D Mark? Because this will probably crash.
3D Mark will be about a minute for the regular test,
Yeah.
and then you could do a
Let's do that.
stress test to see how well cooling works. But that's 20 minutes. We're not going to do that now.
Yeah.
This
obviously.
will take about 20 minutes. on
I've
the-
got
let's-
the Retroid Pocket
Yeah.
Mini Wildlife Extreme. I'm still waiting for it to download on the Classic.
Yeah, let's do Wildlife Extreme. That's
And the DMG is just. Andrew, do you have your DMG handy?
I do, but give me like 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Do you want me to try to get it on my DMG, Mike?
If you have it, I'm
Yeah.
I'm
Let me
struggling
grab
on the
grab it.
DMG.
Give me 1 second.
It's being all AYANEO on
DMG.
me. I will do Odin 2 though.
So you want to compare, Jordan? We were actually, if you watch our stream from last night for the RG557, we directly compared the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 to the 8300. We did both Geekbench full CPU, GPU, and the 3D Mark. Really interesting results. That's going to be time stamped in that live stream from yesterday.
Was it 3D Mark that was giving Mike problems?
Yeah.
Okay, let me try to get that.
Okay. The 8300, once again, completes this the fastest, although that one just started. But 3000.
Oh no! Oh no!
Whoa.
If AYANEO made planes, did it be called Boeing?
Oh, no. Okay, and here's the result from
man.
3D Mark.
That's good.
We only have 172, which seemed like a wrong result, but there it is.
No, Wildlife Extreme is a
Is a
very
beast.
demanding test. Yes, it's a very demanding test.
So here's the comparison, by the way, to the 40XXV. Once again, they're very similar layouts. Like, look at that.
Yeah,
they're
they
very,
are.
very similar handhelds. A little bit taller on the Classic. And you do get a joystick on the XXV. This will be underpowered, though, running that H700 chipset, although you do get the luxury of so many custom firmware options. Very comfy handheld to use. And if we're talking about just playing, Game Boy Color, something like that, I mean,
Okay,
you
so
have
you
a
got
plethora of options.
you got the
Great.
same number as me.
Oh, really? Okay, so here we go.
72, yeah.
And we have Elite 1337 on the Flip 2.
Nice.
Nice. 3013 on the 557 and 172 on this new G1 Gen 2. So that's very, very interesting results.
I got 1321 on the RP Mini.
Let me pull over to
Yeah,
your...
so they're all pretty close within the margin of error. Yep.
Yeah. Odin
right.
2 Mini is still running.
I just got an Odin 2 Mini in the mail today.
I got this yesterday from Mr. Bonbon.
Nice. Ben, you sold your Odin 2 Mini? I would have bought
No, he doesn't get. There's someone else who has first dibs. This is on loan.
that. Oh, I see.
Might be
I
on
already bought
permanent loan.
It's all right.
Well,
finally,
we'll see.
I've been a little bit panic buying as the deadline comes up here for us in the US here.
Yeah,
So
me too.
I was like, what handheld would I really regret not owning, once we
Okay,
get past the
we got-
deadline? And it was the
we
Odin
got-
2 Mini.
We got 3713 on the Odin 2 Mini.
Okay.
I
mean-
could do Retroid Pocket 5, but I feel like it's going
It's
to
the
come up
it's
with the
the-
same result.
It's the
yeah.
same. Yeah.
Yeah.
1321.
Yeah, these all look like they're gonna be pretty
172.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But see, like
That's cool.
you look at the Classic, and that's already what it looks like to me is that chip is already going to be punching above its weight. Like it's doing
Oh, you
things
wanna
that I
see-
would never have expected it to do.
You want to see the screen quality between the XXV and the Classic? That's a good idea.
2 different ways to do a 4-inch screen.
Multiple people are asking about the 40XXV.
So
I wish I
Mike,
would have.
the benchmark is running on my DMG. If that's going to make
Okay.
you happy.
Yeah, I was able to finally get back into the Play Store, but downloading anything is
People want to see. People
a
want to see
little rough.
is the OLED that much nicer compared to an IPS display like this one. So let's do that. Why don't we pull up the same game?
What's
on
funny is the
each?
display is really good on the 40XXV, honestly.
Yeah.
So
It really,
say-
yeah.
I got my numbers back for the Pocket DMG, and we
Really?
came in with 3,815 on the max performance setting.
Okay, so just a little bit better than the Own 2.
Yeah, which we knew that. We know that it's a little bit more powerful. It's
Yeah.
overclocked a little bit, so. Which I mean, again, for a device like this, is just insane. I think AYANEO was like, we have these chips. What are we gonna put them in?
might as well put them in a Game Boy.
All I think about is that Jurassic Park gif.
Look at all those handhelds.
I've never seen that many handhelds.
You have seen more than those handhelds.
I don't believe that.
Retrospect says, love the 24-hour live stream RH channel.
Imagine if
So-
we just left it live and
The
just
funny thing is, there's probably
bounced
enough
in
of
and
us
out.
that we could almost pull that off.
We could probably
That's
almost
true.
pull that off.
I mean, it's just unreal, but yeah.
Yeah.
Home shopping network for gamers.
Or I mean, you just play some of the old
really.
episodes on repeat.
Or we just come
honestly.
on late at night. We're like late night TV. We come on like at 2:00 in the morning.
So I was joking with Nefarious the other day that there's gonna come a time where they're just gonna make YouTube at night, and like 20 years from now, it's just basically gonna be all of us, like all of our old videos
Just running on
Oh,
repeat forever.
on repeat forever until like the next round of YouTubers come in after us.
when you guys are too old, I'll just start play. I'll just log into your channels and just start playing them.
Yeah. Just
All right,
I mean,
same
I can
game.
see
imagine
it now.
that.
Like 1 hour, we get bands on box. You know, like it's Andrew's Brew Crew for 1 hour. You know, why not?
No, it'll be just like that video Michael Benny made.
Yeah. Oh, that video's so good. That video is a gem.
So it looks like we have that LCDX shader on both of these, by the way.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah.
It is.
All right, so here's an original Game Boy Color with an IPS screen.
That's the
mod.
IPS. Yep. The what is it? I think the V5 screen, I believe.
Yeah.
He's trying to remember how it works.
It's okay. You know what? It's funny. I did the same thing as Stubbs. I was hitting the what's that thing called? The infrared sensor. I was
Yeah.
doing the same thing, and I was like, "Wait, why is this not working?" I'm like, "This freaking thing's broken," and I forgot it's like in the middle of the screen. It's really odd.
Yeah. I don't even have an infrared sensor on the
Let's compare these two
the
since they're on the
FPGA
same
one.
parts.
Oh, those.
So it's hard to capture it on camera, but I can actually see the sharpness is a little bit better on the classic.
Yeah.
It's definitely richer colors.
But again, like to not to discredit the 40XXV, that does have a very good screen, especially for its price.
Yeah, I mean, look at
Yeah,
like the dirt.
someone in chat is like that screen is blowing their mind. Yeah, I mean, it really is a
It-
really solid screen.
Get yourself a white 40XX. Is clean as
It's
heck.
gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
I want to say it was probably one of Ambernick's best last year. Like that and the 3
and the D-pad on that thing is so good. Oh man.
Yeah. Stubbs, I thought you were gonna do the voice.
Oh, you want me to read it?
You got to do the
My
David
frequency
Hayter
is
voice though.
One
gotta
David
do-
Hayter
you gotta
voice.
do David Hayter
The
voice.
Hayter
Yeah,
voice.
real
Okay.
raspy.
Okay.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
Campbell.
you've seen Twitch streams before. You gotta read the stuff.
Guys,
Oh.
we can get
We'll
David
be in
Hayter
touch
on the
when
stream.
a call sounds. Push the select button to receive.
That's pretty good, Stubbs. That's actually not bad.
Raise me on frequency 140.996 when you need to. Save. First, get to the front of the fortress. Cut
I am
northward.
here. I am here for the
through
Mei-Ling
the jungle.
Stubbs. That's amazing.
You're in. Roger that.
Wow.
Roger that, Campbell.
Who's Roger?
I don't know.
Roger.
That's great.
That's it. I'm telling
mean,
Roger.
You're right. You're right about Retroid wanting to have a warmer screen.
Oh,
So
you
I
got
feel
time.
like on the now you're seeing a little bit of where that you're getting that the kind of the colors wash out a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's compare next to a. Now, actually, the Game Boy Color IPS looks a little bit better than the OLED to me. Isn't that crazy?
Ooh.
The actual Game Boy Color IPS display.
So
Your
that
mission
that
is to
IPS screen
infiltrate
is
Galoo.
really good for
Work
that.
with Delta Force to rescue the researchers and destroy Metal Gear. Orders will be relayed via the codec. My frequency is
codec.
140.85. Call if anything turns up.
You're starting to
Use
sound
the
more
codec.
like what's his name? Oh man, I'm blanking on
We'll
my
be
Metal
in
Gear
touch.
here.
When
Oh,
a
how
call
dare you.
sounds, push the select button. Oh, it's the same thing again. I'm reading that over again. But no, this is definitely a crisp screen. But I have to say, the Game Boy is just slightly. It's not OLED, but it's slightly richer. Just a little bit.
Mm.
And that doesn't make any sense. So there you go. There you go, everybody. All right, we are at 3.5 hours almost. How do we still have the same
Oh,
amount of people
Tech
on
Mommy
stream?
gave me a 5-minute warning.
All right.
Uh-oh.
About to be in
Uh-oh.
big trouble, everyone.
Let's wrap up. I don't have anything else to show. Any last minute
Yeah.
things that you want to
Uh,
say? Inky, you're very welcome. Comparison, glad it helped.
I guess. Are we doing a water test?
Yeah, we're just gonna.
Yeah, that makes me very nervous. Please
Well-
don't. No, not again. Not
what are
again.
we
No.
doing?
Is that
no.
even a real plant?
It's a succulent. We need to
It's a
feed
succulent.
it. It's
No, you
hungry.
probably got that at like the
Thirsty.
$1 section at Target.
Oh my god.
I couldn't tell if it was a real succulent.
Hey, Micaiah, you joined at the right time. This is called Stubbs Wrap Up Minute, where I wrap up all of my thoughts real quick. So, oh, shit. All right. All right.
This is where Stubbs starts cursing.
That's how you know you're in too deep.
All
Yeah.
right. So, what did
After
you all
3
think?
hours.
What do you all think about the Retroid Pocket Classic? So far, it's been a ridiculous day and night of testing, but after many, many hours, it still has 54% battery life. How? Why? But no, I mean, to wrap up, in summary, for me at least, the screen is absolutely gorgeous. Once I figured out the auto rotate issues, I was very happy with just launching into games. We saw really impressive game performance for this new G1 Gen 2 chipset, and the D-pad felt great. The face buttons are very short travel, travel there, and they're quiet, not clicky. The shoulder buttons as well, they are clicky, a little louder than I prefer, but they're fine. Ergonomics feel really good. It's nice, rounded, sloped all around, and the size works really well. The speaker is much nicer than I thought, especially when you use it on Game Boy Color, especially on those older pixel music type games. And so, yeah, I mean, so far I'm really impressed with it, and it's one you could replace as your daily driver for any of your lower end handhelds. It doesn't have a stick, so you can pocket it really easily, and you can enjoy emulation all the way up to Nintendo Switch. Some titles, Switch is a bonus for sure. But yeah, we were playing PS2 in the stream, we were playing GameCube in the stream, we were playing, I don't even know. What else, guys? What else do we do on the high end?
Burnout.
We did
Burnout,
Burnout.
PS2, yeah.
We did. We
Uh,
covered a
little
lot.
Switch.
We really
Yeah.
covered
Yeah.
a lot.
So yeah, I'm walking away pretty stoked on this little guy, and it's a little bigger than I thought, but not as ridiculous as I saw in Retroid's video. So cool. The fan works, and it's nice to have a little bit of cooling power, but it doesn't get warm really. It doesn't get too hot as much as we stress tested it. And speaking of stress testing, we did benchmarks towards the end of the stream here, and in benchmarks we saw that this was third place against the D8300 in the RG557 handheld, which beat out the SD865 that's in the RP5. This is bottom of those three, but not by much. So it definitely pulled its own, and for $130 USD, you just cannot go wrong here. There have been no huge gotchas. Stay tuned for my first look video that's going to be launching. Should be later tonight, probably very late tonight. And I struggled a bit in that video as I was learning about some of the software issues. And this is a pre-production unit, so there are some weird glitches we ran into, and some compatibility issues with certain Android games. Hot Lap League wouldn't work, a few other weird things like that. But this is pre-production, and we're going to see OTA updates pushed out to it. So I'm going to let Retroid know my list of like little things, but there's no big like, oh my god, like here's a deal breaker. I really thought there was going to be some fiasco. And I'm sure maybe another YouTuber will find it, and we're all just dummies here. But so far, out of our hours of testing together, I don't know about you guys, but I haven't found anything that is like a do not buy, warning, warning. It's more of like a, hey, you probably should have already bought this if you wanted it by now. And you have about right now to probably pick it up, or the next like 24 hours before you get that cutoff territory where tariffs, if you're in the US, if you're around the world, just enjoy your life and order it whenever. But if you're in the US and you really like this and you're liking what you're seeing, if you order it and choose DHL as your shipping option, you should be safe. Past April 20th, I would be wary. Maybe wait for it to go, from a shipper on like eBay, but they're going to be upcharged, or we might see a few come up for sale on our Discord as certain people may not like it as much. So our Discord is a great place to pick up these handhelds for a great price. There's no charge to join the general market. If you want the private market, cheaper prices, that's $3 a month. And we'll talk about that in a minute. Mikhailov, man, do you have a wrap-up moment you want to share a couple thoughts?
I got Bet and Kados working.
Oh, you do?
It only took the whole stream, but I got it.
Yes. How's it run?
I think it's a 30 FPS game because it's not going higher than 30 FPS, but it's running fine.
And also, Jordan, absolutely, teal, kiwi, and berry has no US shipping. So you can't choose those colors. If you're interested in this, you got to choose the retro colorway, the classic 6, or this Pokemon yellow, which is absolutely adorable.
Or the atomic purple.
Or atomic purple. Yeah. More testing to come, though. I'm going to be working towards my review. I have the flip as well. And I only have so much time. So just give me patience as I work on more of my content. There will be more YouTube channels, so stay tuned for everybody else's reviews. Watch them, enjoy them. Everybody has a little different take on these things, and so it's good to get a nice round, holistic view of everyone's thoughts and opinions from all parts of the tubing space. Caleb, I know that you have been using
beautiful wrap up, Stubbs.
Oh, thanks, man. You wrap me up in warm feelings.
Whoa.
Okay. Now,
Whoa.
Caleb, do you have any final thoughts?
I mean, I've only had this for a few hours, but I am digging it so far. Like, first impressions are pretty positive for what it is and for the price. So, just hopefully I'll get my review in early next week, or at least I'm going to do first impressions early next week, and then I'll have reviews for this and for the Flip 2 coming out. So, stay tuned.
And people are saying too, like the Pokemon color has that black bezel, so the OLED really bleeds into that, and it looks very, very nice. So this is my favorite colorway in the end. I asked for this review unit just for fun, and in the end, I think this is my favorite of all the options.
I did order the 6-button and the retro one because I wanted the retro colorway for myself, and I want to see how different the 6-button is as well. Perfect.
Okay. No, that makes sense, man. And Sate Inky says he's going to add 100 and get a Flip 2. Yeah, so there is that bundle deal, remember. So if you want to bundle a Flip 2 purchase with the Classic here. Links are in our description if you're interested in these. Bundling it saves money, of course. There are coupons as well. Make sure to add the coupons on. Get yourself the lowest price possible. We will see these end up on Amazon, I am positive, for a pretty decent upcharge, though. We could see this at $200 easy. We could see the Flip 2 at $300-400 potentially. I just don't know what the landscape's going to look like in a few months around here. And so, while I don't want to panic anyone and say like, "Oh my God, buy it! You know, it's the end of the world." No. You all have smartphones. You don't need any of these things. No, you don't need anything. I'm a terrible salesman for being a YouTube shill. But you have your phone and you have like other things. So don't feel pressure. Don't panic buy. Don't be like us. We have problems, but we really enjoy playing these games in modern ways. And I'm sure many of you out there do too. And you're one of us and you have the sickness. In that case, absolutely buy right now. Use our affiliate link. Let me get the other thing going here. What is this? What is this now? No.
If you just tell me what you're looking for. No, that's definitely not what you're looking for.
No. The banner section. That's what I'm. Buy.
Oh.
Now I'm looking for the actual link for this Retroid stuff. Anyways, it's in our description. Join us in the Discord. Let me get this stupid thing off the screen. God, I'm so tired. Please.
Me too.
Let's get out of here. Okay. All right. Once again, everybody, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share to stay in the know for all of your favorite retro handhelds. And don't forget, too, we have a special supporter options here for $3, $5, $10. We have merch if you're interested, repping that retro handheld lifestyle. There's a new Rob Oh No meme shirt that you have to look at.
I need to order that. I keep forgetting.
You gotta get that. And a special thanks once again to our channel members, our patrons, and our subs who make everything here possible for us. Perks with RH start for, again, $3 a month. Join us in the Discord to chat, hang out, and play games with us. And join us again. We're going to be back live streaming with you all this Monday for another episode of the Retro Handhelds podcast, your latest place for the handheld and emulation news. Also, my interview with Aiden Walls will be going live this Sunday. We talk about Retroid and all the nonsense that has gone on, so it's a lot of fun. I'll see you there. But until the next one, this has been Stubbs on behalf of this man, Rob, Ban, Andrew, Michaela saying, take care of those handhelds and each other.
Good night, everyone. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Happy
Easter.
Everything.